Yo.
Yo. Like I like how we go from for all right, we're going live. Yo,
Yo.
and then
Like I
we hear
haven't
each
just
other
been
again.
talking to you for the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, yo, we just stumbled upon each other. What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah.
I had to reset my headset because for some reason lately these
Mm,
Xbox wireless headsets, the ones that the Xbox came out with when the new ones,
yeah.
for some reason they having a little like they're doing some weird stuff lately where it's like it'll have like a crackling noise in the ear cuffs, like a feedback kind of crackling noise, which is weird. Or it'll do it where I've explained this before, but these headsets on the left cup, you can do like you can dial it in. You can do forward for the game chat, and then or excuse me for the game volume, and then back for the in-game chat, like for me to hear you more, not the game.
Mm.
It has that, but sometimes it'll get stuck in the middle, and it won't let you adjust it at all. Like I have to reset the whole entire headset just to get it to work again.
That's weird.
It's just weird. I mean, it's been over a year now. I've had the headsets, um, but yeah, that's this is weird. Some stuff. What's up, yo?
How you doing today, man?
I'm back, man. I've been dealing with this back issue for about since Wednesday. I went to go watch. I was telling you, I went to go watch Black Panther with the kid. We celebrated his 21st birthday on Wednesday. Happy
Yeah.
21st. And we went to watch Black Panther. And I guess because I'm not used to, I don't know, it's the reclining chairs they have there. They
Yep.
recline, but they don't hold back. So it felt like I had to hold them back with my own legs.
I got you.
So holding in that position for like 2 hours plus, kind of see if I can think of that probably shot my back. But I'm dealing with like lower left back pains and just weird. I might end up going like to the hospital or whatever I'm telling you. Other than that, man, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with, man. Yeah, the week was good. Other than
Word.
that, celebrating my son's birthday. My daughter got her first car, um, which is pretty cool. And I want to tell a story on that because her like she works for, I've said this before, she works for Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
It's cool because the boss that she has, he ended up buying the place from the previous owner, and he bought it like 6 months ago, I think, plus. But like ever since he took over, he's one of these bosses, man, that like if you're struggling with rent, he'll help you with it. If you're struggling with like different thing, like a day off, he'll help you with that. If he sees that you need a vacation, a break time, he'll do that. Like he's that kind of a hands-on kind of a boss. And I say that because like my daughter, she went to go shop for her first car, and she's proud of it. But she didn't want me nowhere near that. And as a dad, I gotta be around that.
Me.
I gotta check the car out. I gotta
It's a
drive it.
it's a big purchase.
It's a big ask. Like,
Yeah.
puppy, I don't want you around. No, 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 no. It's a big ask for you to say don't be around. So checking the car out, driving it around, checking for leaks, that kind of stuff,
Right.
air pressure, and just driving it fast, slow, braking hard. And she's embarrassed, but I'm like, it's I gotta do this.
Yeah.
But she ended up getting her Toyota Camry, 2013, I believe it is.
Mm-hmm.
2013 sorry, not Camry, Corolla. Nice navy blue color, little around 100,000 miles. But I say that because there was a down payment that was owed, but she had to wait till her paycheck to come through, right? To do
Gotcha.
the down payment, and her owner was like he was like, hey, what's the car? Like she went to work with the same car. My wife drove her, and he goes, "What's the car? I want to see it. I'm excited." First of all, that's cool. That he was like, "Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see the car." She goes, "No, not yet. I gotta wait till I get paid so I can go ahead and do a down payment." He goes, "Wait, how much is down payment?" She told him, and he's like, "Oh, I got that. I'll Venmo you that. Go ahead and get it, and you don't even owe me a thing.
Wow.
Consider
Wait.
that early raise for being a GM for making you a GM,
Okay.
and also your Christmas bonus." And I'm going, "What the fuck? Where do I sign
I was gonna
up?"
say I guess I'm moving down to Florida, right?
Right.
Fuck.
I'm like, I'm basically have like, where do how do I apply? Like, this is Dairy Queen.
That's crazy.
Um, but I say that because it's like, you know, I mean, you've worked a while. I've worked a while. We've worked several different jobs. I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever come across. I've had good jobs,
No, I've had good jobs, I've had good
really good
people
jobs.
and do things
A lot
like
of
that, but
people
that's a very
above and beyond.
yeah, above and beyond it also too I don't see that happening often in a lot of the places. Like that's
No, no, of
just,
course not. And it's an amazing thing. And for and we kid is like, with my daughter, I'm like, it's her first job. I'm like, Dairy Queen, she'll find something. She'll get experience here and move on. But after meeting this guy and talking to this guy and sitting down with him and him doing this for my daughter, I'm going, what's the catch? I'm always thinking, what's the catch? He goes, no, your daughter's an amazing person. She's done so much for the store to turn it around. I promoted her. She's really good. People like gravitate to her.
Mm.
Great, like all this, blowing smoke, and I'm like, okay, what's the catch? And he goes, no, I'm being serious. Your daughter's really, really good at what she does, and she has really good potential at it. And he's gonna give her a store next year, all that stuff. And I'm like, this is pretty cool because I'm sitting here going, I've never experienced a boss do that. Like any job do that. Like they'll have like this emergency fund thing set up that you donate to, like the employees donate into.
Right.
But then for you to ask for that money for any kind of any type of help, you have to go through so much red tape to get to try to get approved to get a lump of that money, like some of it. It's like I've been through that process before when I had hurricanes and that kind of for like a relief. But the way this man does things, I'm like, this is it's and I asked him like, what's your logic? What's your thought process doing this? He goes, well, give good, and she pays it forward. I can't complain. I think this is him. I can't complain about what's wrong in the world when I'm not trying to fix it myself. And I'm
No,
like,
yeah. I mean,
okay.
that's another thing too. It's like where people that one of the easy hacks I think in any type of retail, food industry, or anything like that. It's like
Oh, yeah,
find out what the people that you have working for you, like as like a leader, manager, DM, whatever the job
mm,
is, right? You find out what drives the people that you have working for you, and you try to help them on the shit like that you can help them with,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they'll give you 110%
Oh,
every time.
it's like
They'll
the battery in the back.
they'll
It's
work
always gonna
they'll
be a battery in the
literally
back.
they'll work as
Yeah.
if like they own the business, like because
Show them
you look out.
their worth. Like
Yeah.
you in this business, you're running my store, and here's what I believe in your worth.
Yeah.
And by doing that, it has my daughter going, I'll run through a wall for you.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what he's doing. But it's pretty cool. I've never seen that. Like I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I've heard people go through
But
motions
to
like
see,
that.
but like you said, but to see it in practice, though, it's nice.
It's really cool. I mean, I had to speak to the guy and everything. The guy was polite, but pleasant. I'm like, this is like different. Like I'm not used to none of this stuff. It's like
Yeah.
it's and her coworkers love the shot at her. And I'm like, damn, this is crazy. Like it's not that they wouldn't, but just I've never kind of jealous. I've never experienced that myself. Kind of jealous. Man, but that's been the week for me, man. Not much going on with the back hurting and celebrating the kid's birthday and the daughter's first car. That's about it. That's about it.
Definitely some light
And
gaming, right?
play some light gaming. I finally finished Callisto Protocol.
Yeah.
After the second or third update they gave it. Shout out to Infinite Umbra who
I seen that on the timeline.
he hooked it up. He was like, man, have you tried this? Have you tried that? I'm like, I'll try that.
Yeah.
And what I did was I went back a manual save on it, and I went back like a one checkpoint before it, and it literally
So
worked.
it sounded like the game save that particular file
It
was
was
corrupted.
corrupted.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it had to be because literally I went back and the save point before that I went back to was like maybe 2 minutes before it
Mm.
from where I was crashing at, like 2 minutes, maybe three. And I went back to it and just went through it. Nothing, no stutter, no nothing. I'm like, oh, it must have been the save then that was corrupted. Because it surprised me that these guys released so many updates and it was still crashing. I'm like, what? It should have fixed it.
Yeah.
And I know it should. I mean, it's a crash that they said it fixed, so it had to be something else. So then when Infinite Umbra hooked it up, he goes, "Ah, man, do this and that," and then it worked. I'm like, this is amazing. And it's cool because somebody else had commented. He goes, "Oh, I'm going through the same thing. What did you do?" And then I showed him the comment. He goes, "Oh, cool. I'm gonna do that too." And then he
Telling you that was
commented back,
bro, that
"Bro, it
was
worked."
it's Reddit. That's Reddit now. So that used to just be
It's
like
Reddit, yeah.
that was game
Mm-hmm.
FAQ back in the day. That was fucking message boards like
Yep.
early Battlefield games had to go to the EA message boards and stuff like that. Talk
All that
about
shit.
bugs,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. But the fact that you can literally just post something, and it's cool too, because if you got a bunch of people that are all playing the same thing, or you go
They're playing the
online,
same game.
be like,
Yeah.
"Yo, I'm fucking running through this problem," and then you have other people that are playing the same thing, and they throw ideas and they spitball and stuff.
2022.
Yeah, man. Ah, it's dope. It's pretty dope actually. But I'm
Yeah.
glad you're
So
able to
this,
finish it finally.
yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
then and then
I
you
finished
don't
it.
have
Yeah.
to do deep dive or anything, but just final maybe quick little words on the experience
Well, I mean, it's literally. I know I made fun of it last week when I was like, "Oh, it's the it's the what do you call it, the demo for Dead Space,"
for
but
Dead Space remake. Yeah.
literally, it is Dead Space, like a remaster, not remastered, a reimagined of Dead Space. It
Right.
plays exactly like Dead Space. It ends like Dead Space. The game is great. I enjoyed the story of it because that's the big part of the story. I just feel like there's a couple of clunkiness in there with the controls and how close the camera angle is.
Yeah.
I don't feel the when you die in it, it's not as I don't feel like I earned the death in those games,
Mm.
and they're very unforgiving. It's like I try to run away, and you feel like you've run away. Like you got space between you and the enemy,
Yeah.
and they still can get you, and they like one shot you and you go down. So there's moments like that. You don't see yourself shooting the enemy, or the aim assist is poor. Like it's clunky in that matter, but the story is a phenomenal story, man. The what made it great is the actors that's in the game, like Josh Duhamel and I forgot the girl's name in the story, but there's also the main bad guy in it. He's also a famous actor. I have to look him up, but like they made it because of the voice, like not just the voice, but the mocap
Yeah.
was so spot on that it sold me on the characters, you know. Well, other than that, man, the game is pretty lengthy. It's about 7, 8 chapters. If you take your time with it, it takes about I would say about 12, 15 hours if you take your time with it, you know, if you slow it down or anything. Now I'm going through a run through of playing it on because I gotta get the collectibles in it. So I'm playing it through the hardest difficulty now. Other
Okay.
than that, it's decent. It's decent. I would personally I don't mind the $6 price tag, that's my thing. But I would suggest for anybody who's looking forward to playing Callisto Protocol, wait for a price drop. Like wait for a sale going on or
I
something
forget
like
if it was Callisto that I saw that was getting discount. Something that I saw that was there was a game that I saw that was like, oh, if you wait till tomorrow, it's like fucking $30, and I don't know if it
that.
was what
That
the hell,
was
$31 or something like that, 31.49.
Need for Speed. That was Need
Is
for
that what it
Speed.
was? Shit.
Tomorrow, $35. What's his name? Big V
Yeah,
posted it, and I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
No,
"Oh, you
I
wasted
saw
fucking
something. I was like, wait. I was like,
it's like you
it's that
wasted
time of year,
Got
dude.
another
So I
sublight
know.
fragment, Guardian.
$35.
In and out
I think that was yesterday's post. So I think today.
That's funny.
That was today's post. So I think tomorrow. So sometime this week it'll drop to 35. And the game just came out last week. Or
Yes.
was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Shoot,
a
it was the
trial.
beginning of December, I believe. First week. Of
I
December.
enjoyed the trial, but you know me, I'm not a racing kind of game. So
For
racing
sure.
kind of gamer. But I'll wait. I'll wait till either it drops in like that $35 sounds really good now. That sounds really enticing. Or I'll keep just waiting and wait for it to come on the EA access thing. So probably do that.
Yeah.
Just play that route. It's about 3 to 6 months beyond that.
No, I mean, like the little bit that I played, I think I played like I think I told you like it was like an hour, 15 minutes, give or take, of it. I was actually enjoying it. I was having a lot of fun for what it is. I was also looking at it for what it is.
I killed my 10 hours.
Yeah, no, it basically just being that arcade. You know,
Yeah,
it's not a sim. It's literally just arcade. You know.
If you've played Need for Speed before, like Hot Pursuit or what's the other one? The one with the cops in it. What's that one? Is that Hot Pursuit?
Yeah, Hot Pursuit.
The cops. Yeah. If you play like that game, it plays similar. But I do like the customization. Pretty good. Like how the horns, you can customize the horns in it to different horns and like the rims, like you know your typical rims and all that stuff. But it has its unique customization. The horn thing is the thing I highlight that's different for Need for Speed game or any racer game. You can literally make the horn, create the horn to be a different sound. That's pretty cool. What's up, John?
Yeah, man. John's in the chat. Denver's in here. I saw Redder's in here earlier. Redder's in here a little
Redder's
early.
came in earlier,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Redder's came in earlier, so shout out the chat a little bit there.
I was gonna say, what's the? I was gonna ask you, what's the weather over there?
This bipolar ass weather in Florida. Right now, let me look at my phone. Right now, we're currently sitting at a very comfortable 74.
Yeah, it's snowing over here. That's the only reason why I mentioned it. And then I saw
It's
that,
snowing?
and then yeah, it's snowing over here. But it's not sticking because it's still like early in the season, but like first snowfall.
Yeah. Okay.
And then because I also saw Denver too. Denver was like, oh yeah, it's like 87 degrees over here, and I'm like, yeah, I fucking wish. Sandy beaches.
Bro, it's. I mean, it's hot in the air temperature is hot, but the water's cold. If you go to like the beaches and stuff, the water's really cold.
Right.
I think like in the 50s, the water temperature like 50s, 40s. I'm like, how is the water cold but we're hot? Like, it doesn't it come from the bottom up? Like, I don't understand this. Like, I was taught in school, it was published, but I was taught in school that shit goes from the top, from like the water, the vapors,
Yeah.
goes up. or whatever the case may be.
Well, no, but you have the current, but like that's the old thing, the current that travels. What was that End of Days movie that they were like, or end of to something tomorrow,
end of
or
tomorrow,
something like that. One of those.
I think it's like end of tomorrow or something with tomorrow.
Something about tomorrow and something about basically just a whole superstorms and the current changing, the temperature changing in the ocean, so the weather systems change, and next thing you know, there's supercell storms that are like going to like negative 150 degrees and shit.
Oh my god!
One of those weird.
Yeah. Weird. But not man. It's in the 70s now. It's been 80s and 70s, and like we had a 2-week cold snap for like 2 weeks in about a month ago, the beginning of November, middle of November. We had like a 2-week snap, cold air.
Right.
And then it just went away. It just started becoming 80s again. I'm like, come on, man. We need, I mean, not hot, but not cold either. I want that 60. I want that 50. Give me that weather. I love that weather. Like, that's comfortable right there, bro. I mean, for most Floridians, that's like, oh, get my Timberlands and hoodies on.
Yeah, seriously.
Doing that shit now with the 70s. Fucking crazy. Which is the game on the screen? That's Destiny, Timber.
Oh, yeah.
Destiny 2.
Yeah, I still had the game on before we actually went live with the pod because I was playing it before. So, how my week's going? Nice little transition. New season of Destiny came out.
Did it come out already?
Yeah, so this is the season right now. I'm actually doing one of the events here. It has to do with Clovis Bray, which is. Huh?
Why did I think it was this week? The season.
It just started. Well, no, yeah, it just started this week.
Like no, this coming week. Like
coming up.
I thought it was this coming up, because everything's coming out this week anyway.
Yeah, I mean, literally, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff,
okay.
and that's gonna be literally. That's all gonna be 2023 as well too. Everything
right.
Like, damn, that came out. Damn, that comes out this week. Damn, that comes out this week. And we're gonna talk about it. And that's another thing too, because we'll talk about obviously the Game Awards and the trailers and stuff that we watched from it.
We'll talk about that.
But all the dates because there was a lot of dates that got announced as well too with it. Some tentative and then some actual hardcore dates. So, but yeah. So just definitely grinding out a little bit of Destiny right now. I stepped away from it for a while, but it's been fun. It's always fresh to come back in. And what's cool about this season too, a little quick TLDR, this is the last season before the next expansion. So this season goes all the way until February 28th, and then comes Lightfall. So, which is pretty dope.
That Lightfall's gonna be big. Huge.
Yep.
Started showing off like some of the raves and shit, like the Guardian dancing like in a rave in that one area.
That was one of the trailers they showed too. Was the new location, and then they have it where the new subclass, which is going to be. I mean, they already talked about this, but the new subclass it being like a dark subclass. And it's called Strand basically, but you have the grappling hooks and shit. They showed off a lot more of that. So, but yeah, man. So just playing a little bit of this, more Vampire Survivor, of course.
It's on mobile now, baby.
I know. I haven't downloaded it.
I thought it was paid, but it's free. I went on there like, oh, it's free.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I haven't played it on mobile yet because I haven't been like that hard pressed to be like, all right, I'm in bed. Generally, when I get in bed too, like I'm browsing. I'm not really trying to play games like that on my phone. But I think it would probably be a cool game to have.
For whatever reason, it overheats the phone sometimes, and it just becomes battery drain. And all that
also,
stuff.
too, if I was just gonna stay up and play, like if I could lay in bed and like play a fucking game, I could stay up at my computer and play a game. That's like
I feel the same exact way.
What am I doing? It's like I literally have a gaming PC like 6 feet away from my bed.
That's why I separate. Like if I'm done with gaming and I lay on my bed to watch TV.
Yeah.
Or watch like something and just go to sleep finally. It's not to play more games. Like I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. You gotta have like a turn off. Well, that's right. It's nice too. Where like I can appreciate people that have like there's streamers that do it. But when you make like a streaming room and stuff, like you separate that because sometimes it's hard to have like that off switch. And I can understand too, like why do people have like home offices or things like that or gaming rooms? And it's like because sometimes you just don't know when to like turn it off. Like sometimes you just fucking, you just go, Well,
it'd be like it's like what me and Money do. Like we'll start up a fucking party chat. We'll talk. We'll play Call of Duty. We'll play a game. But then there comes a certain time in the night where we both shut off the game, but we're still in the party chat because we're just there. Like, we're cool. we may not. I mean, you've been to parties, but we may not be saying nothing, but we're there.
Yep, just chilling.
I'm just chilling. Like I put my headset down, go lay down and shit, put the speakers on, so in case when you guys speak, I can. Oh, I'm here. Yeah, like I'll do that because I love the company. You know, that I've done.
Right.
But as far as going to bed and then getting my phone or tablet to play in my bed, I have there's a need for not doing that. Like, no, my bed is the bed. Like that has to be like where I watch TV and just wind down, just start winding.
Yep.
By the way, speaking of winding down, if you guys haven't yet, it's a 3-month trial. While I'm plugging this shit in of Calm. You haven't heard of that?
Oh yeah, and that's through Game Pass perks, right?
Game Pass perks. You get 3 if you've never had
the account.
They give you 3 months right off the rip. 3 months for you to try it. It's $7 a year, but they give you 3 months to try, and then if you like it and you stay with it, they give you half off for the rest of the year. Like 50% off. Like,
that's really good.
Shit.
Yeah, like if you continue
really
your subscription.
If you continue, like for continue, if you want to, we'll give it to you for 50% off.
That's really good.
The Fordham Road haggle stores I was out there. That reminds me of that shit. But
like how much for that gold chain? It'd be like 500.
Right.
Oh, you mean 250? No, I mean 500. Okay, you mean 275.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Just haggle the shit out of it. Oh man, but yeah, man, Calm is on there, so I just finished downloading. That's why.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So obviously, as you can see, playing some new Destiny, Vampire Survivor, like I talked about. Actually, I told you last week that I was trying to get into this whole little RTS kick with Turpin. So we've been playing a little, playing against bots in StarCraft 2, and I'll spare you. Nice. Yeah, I'll spare you the details, but I've been enjoying it. But it's still one of those like if I've ever like sat and explained like League of Legends to you. And just like what's involved in like playing a league game, like I couldn't even like begin to tell you what goes into just wrapping your head around playing a fucking a game of StarCraft, and it's just like it's a lot. I mean, it's overwhelming, but when you get it, when you start getting in the beginning and stuff like that, it does feel good. But there's so much shit going on. It's like I personally, it's like I've been enjoying a little more League than it. But like I said, I'm giving it a go now just to kind of, give it a go and expand my horizons a little bit. But there's no shortage of games.
Yourself too, but you guys are really good at like if you've never, like for example, me with Destiny, I didn't play for a long period of time. I re-downloaded it for last season, I believe 2 seasons ago.
Right.
When the new story expansion came out, downloaded then, and like you were able to help. Like you guys are patient and good at doing that kind of stuff,
Yeah,
Even though I know the mechanics of the game,
really good. Like
when you're away from a game for a while, you think like, okay, what am I doing here?
Yes.
Like what's the meta? What's this? What's that? Like,
yeah, 100%. And Turpin and even his brother too, Jeremy, have been really good. Kind of like helping me out, not relearn the game, but just kind of get my bearings with it more or less, because it was literally years since I've even booted it up. So it's been pretty cool. But yeah, man, and then obviously watch the Game Awards and so all those trailers, and I definitely.
There was a lot.
I'm excited. I'm excited to jump into it, man. I'm like, yeah, shit. Dude. And then I sent you. Remember the other day I sent you. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go find all these timestamps because, and I'll tell everybody in chat too as well, for everybody in chat and anybody listening and stuff like that. Or if you watch the replay and stuff, like, yeah, I mean, we could have went live on Thursday and did the whole thing. I think we were just vibing. I think, like, I was in a party with my brother and my dad watching it.
Yeah.
So, we were just vibing.
I was Nick the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I asked if he was on Discord, but
I saw the message. I didn't even see the message. I saw it super late.
But I had like Nick on the other end texting away like while watching the show, and I think I was texting your brother too on Messenger every now and again. Like, we'll see a trailer and be like, "Yo, we geek out."
Yeah.
And then we watch the trailer, geek out again. It's like, bro, everything was a geek out for me. I'm like, yo, this is good.
Yeah.
Definitely better show than last year. But before we get to that topic, I'm looking forward to this week. We can't forget to mention the Riot Games perk pack that's coming out for the Riot Games.
Yeah, the game's already started showing it on PC.
Have they?
They're already. It's already in there. So like, I could literally boot up TFT now, which is League, like all from the PC game launcher. They already started showing up and everything. But yeah, on the 12th, it's actually tomorrow, I think. Is the official start date. Yeah.
High on Life is tomorrow. If you have Call of Duty, the mid-season refresh is on Wednesday.
Yeah.
What am I missing? There's one more thing I'm missing. There's something else coming out.
High on Life, Call of Duty, mid-season update, I guess you would say.
The Riot Games
Riot
perks,
partnership. Yep.
something else, and I forgot what it was. It'll come to me. But yeah, this is a huge week this week for a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
Between different games, that's pretty cool. But yeah, man, let's get into it, man.
Absolutely. So allow me to. Unfortunately, I can't pause
Nothing
this, but it's
finished
okay.
VGAs still. It is the TGAs because he changed it like a while ago, a couple of years ago.
So that was screwing me up. So it's not so it, but it's because the channel's called The Game Awards.
Yeah, it's called The Game Awards, TGA, but I kept calling it VGA because I was still stuck on, I don't know, 3 years ago when he called it VGA, the
Right.
Video Game Awards. I guess he dropped the video part, and now he's calling it The Game Awards.
Right.
I don't know why.
I mean, whatever. Yeah, okay. TG. I mean, tomato, tomato at this point, like literally.
Yeah, at this point, whatever.
So what's and what I wanted to say too, and just let everybody know, we're not gonna go over every individual. Hopefully, you guys watched the TGAs.
There was so much.
If not, it's literally right here. It's 3 hours and 30 minutes, and that's like, with the commercials and the opening act, and then they actually get it. The first 30 minutes is just
commercials.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, if every commercial break was like this, where they showed you game trailers, I'd be all right with it.
Yeah, I mean, they were showing stuff. And shout out to, I actually want to get this person here. Who is it? C-M 2 days ago, who timestamped.
Timestamped
everything. So,
crazy.
So shout out to them. So, I think I was showing earlier when we just started the pod, I was showing this right here. Let's see, it was the Hellboy. Like, it ran. Nobody saw that Hellboy. Like, okay, so what I'm basically trying to say is we're gonna go over the things that. Well, I'd like to go over the things that I saw that I liked. You saw you liked, and you just tell me where you want me to click on. We're gonna watch those trailers pretty much and talk about them and stuff. But we're not gonna do a full trailer for trailer and anything like that. Like, it just is too much. And I personally, I don't want to be here for 3 hours. I implore all of you guys to go and check out the official
stream. The 4K version is out, and the 4K version is out.
Exactly, and I do have it here because I mean, obviously we're also streaming 1080p. So before anybody starts commenting and being like, "Oh, it doesn't look as good as I thought," it's like, remember, we're at 1080p, 60 FPS restream right now, basically. And they did stream in 4K, but this is at 2. My monitor is 2K, so that's where I have the resolution at right now. So
yeah, so, I mean, they kicked it off with, I think Hellboy was what kicked it off, right? This is
the one there was a lot. So like in order, Dead Cells I think was the first one. So
Dead
this
Cells,
is okay, so I literally
Return, Castlevania,
yeah. So Dead Cells Return to Castlevania DLC, which was once again, a lot of this shit was like, what the fuck.
Man, I tell you, we could go through all of this, but let's just go through. Okay, so favorites, like what stood out to you?
Okay, so I literally, there's a tweet that like somebody was like, because you know how, listen, Twitter was on fire literally the entire night with this with the awards and stuff. So
the hashtag was crazy.
Yeah, I did find a tweet and I bookmarked it because basically this person's list. Yeah, here it was. Okay, because like somebody was like, oh, they didn't really show anything that I'm interested in or whatever. And then this person was like, what? And then just ran down the list. Armored Core,
I'm telling you.
Star Wars, Death Stranding, Cyberpunk, Hades 2,
Judas,
which nobody... And here's a quick little thing. Hades 2... Okay, Supergiant...
It wasn't leaked.
10 years... Wasn't leaked. Supergiant also, we knew they were working on something. They've never done sequels to any of their games. They're just going to be the artsy... dev team that just they make everything's got to be new and fresh and different. Not this fucking time.
Yeah, one and done. They'll do one, whatever, update it, give it support for a little bit, and then move on to the next big thing.
Yeah, not this time. So this list really stood out to me because this is everything that I really got excited for. So definitely Armored Core, Star Wars, which obviously we know was coming. Death Stranding 2. We knew Kojima was doing something. We didn't know that he was actually. That was the rumor. There was a Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 2. And it seems to be launching PlayStation first, and then probably to PC after that, and then 5. You know what I mean? If it's the same, gonna be the same thing, after that. But it looks like PlayStation is getting it first. Atomic Heart, they definitely showed that, as Denver was mentioning in there. Tekken 8 looked dope. Street Fighter, every time I see Street Fighter 6 at this point now,
It gets
I'm
better.
sold. It gets better. I'm sold. I'm so sold.
It's
I
like,
don't.
for me, it's like racing games. I don't really do fighting games like
Yeah.
that. But God, I'm
I
like, yo, what is like you? They're really trying really hard to get me, the casual, like the one that don't really
My
race
dad
fighting games.
too. My dad's like,
Mm.
yo, what the fuck is? I'm like, yo, that Street Fighter 6, and he like saw it. He was like, holy shit, like he's
Mm.
hype. Like he got hyped for it.
It
I
looks
was like,
good. It looks really good. It looks
it's
really fucking good.
crazy, man.
Hmm.
He went to
Yeah.
Reddit went to grab a cuppa. Well, hopefully it's some nice Earl Grey or just maybe some straight black tea. Well, Earl Grey, black, same difference. That's right. No milk. No milk though.
No milk. No
Yeah,
milk.
no milk.
I gotta have my milk.
Nah, no milk. No milk. Just straight.
Mm.
But yeah, man, Suicide Squad, which that was another thing we get into, and I know I'm bouncing around a little bit. So for me, I think, and we could actually start Armored Core. They showed pretty much all the way at the end. The Final Fantasy trailer was wild. So I guess we could start off.
16? Oh,
Yeah,
bro.
like
It's real. It's real.
yeah,
It's a real game.
I'll go right to Street Fighter. I'll put the volume on as well too for everybody. Yeah, man, just the whole creative
DJ,
fighter.
right?
Yeah, they announced 3 new fighters here, so it's 1 returning and 3 new.
The returning is who? DJ?
No, I think DJ is one of the new ones.
Okay.
This is crazy, like all the different. So this is like your custom character fights.
Oh,
This
you
assist
can make
tag,
your own
it
character.
looks like you're doing tag fights,
Yeah.
mini games.
It looks really good. The animations look good. The mini games, yeah. The basketball.
Yeah.
And then you can travel to different. Oh my god, that Coliseum. Is that Paris Hilton?
He was obsessed, you see.
I think this is the boss character for the game. JP.
Yeah.
So DJ is new, I believe. One of these characters, one of them, I think one of them is returning. I forget. Somebody help me out in chat if anybody's a Street Fighter 6 fan or a Street Fighter fan in general.
I mean, I haven't played Street Fighter in a while. I would assume DJ is a returning character, but if he hasn't been in Street Fighter for a while, he has to be.
Yeah, because that one, she's more like an able copy, I think. This one's a dancer. I think she's new. Yeah, one of them is returning. It could be DJ. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me.
Because the other two they showed, like the JP and the other the 2 other ones.
Yeah,
I've never seen them in Street Fighter game.
And there's been so many Street Fighter games at this point now. Yo, but this looks insane. This is still early. Like, I mean, you see all these animations and stuff, but this is still early. Like, they're still working on this, but everything. Dude, all the supers. It's gotta be fucking insane. So yeah, so
the introduction of Battle Hop can be cool. It's gonna be really good.
Oh, and then right here, date June 2nd. So like literally, by the way, that week in June, there's like 3 games coming out, or within like a span of a week or 2 in June, because I think that's also when I want to say it's Breath of Zelda. I think it's coming out around then too, or maybe it's
Zelda
May.
is around June. No, June.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy. So Street Fighter 6 definitely for me. I think right after, like I said, they started showing this Super Giant. You're like, oh, okay. Everybody, you hear the crowd like, oh,
yeah.
Super Giant.
I'm thinking, oh, new game. Okay, Super Giant's already down next game. What's going on here?
I'm looking at the animation. I'm looking at the crowd already. And I'm like, okay, I'm already thinking it's Hades. Now my brother's like, there's no way Super Giant doesn't do sequels or DLC.
Yeah.
Or first he was saying DLC. That's another thing when people type in the chat DLC.
At this point, this is when I was right here. This one I was like, wait a minute. This cannot be a sequel. This cannot be a sequel. What is this? And I'm like, wait, this is Hades. This is Hades. And that's what when they show Hades. I'm like, oh, it's fucking Hades.
Yep. Shit is wild.
Looks good. The animation, at least.
When they get to the actual gameplay, the animations, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't think you were gonna be able to like improve on it. Maybe you just like, no, I wouldn't say take the easy way out, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
not
this
too.
looks like a real good sequel.
That's what I mean.
Solid
This,
follow-up. Yeah.
like the actual level design looks the same, but just the animations here with the fighting, obviously
Right here.
new weapons,
Make a better future for us all.
the casting abilities that it looks like she has, new gods, obviously.
About ready to give in?
No, I was born for this.
And she's like aesthetically pleasing.
It looks good. Yeah. The art is really good.
Okay, if I call you wench
Mm.
like that.
Roguelike is our favorite.
Roguelike, our favorite word.
Our favorite word too.
I can't even say I hate it anymore. I really don't.
If you could sum up 2022 in 2 words, or maybe,
Roguelike.
yeah, roguelike.
Fuck, I can't even say I hate it anymore. With between Elden Ring, the fucking Survivor or Vampire Survivor, I can't even say I hate it anymore.
Yeah, year of the roguelike.
Like for
Yeah,
me,
the roguelike, like one of my favorite 2 games
this.
right there of the year.
Hades 2, and then I don't know if they gave. I think it's next year. I don't know if they gave a date. I forgot. Yeah, no. See, oh, okay, no date. That's the thing. You'd have to assume it's next year,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
I mean, you have to, yeah.
You'd have to, right? They had this weird Bayonetta announcement. For any Bayonetta fans out there, they're doing like a prequel origin story.
Oh yeah, I told your brother, I was like, when they showed that, I'm like, damn, they Nintendo the shit out of Bayonetta for that game. It looks so animated. Like I'm like, that looks like a Nintendo game.
At this point on the list, was there anything? Because they were still getting. I mean, I'm just kind of going through like my stuff, but like
for me, Judas looked good.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad looked good.
Anything you want to check out right now? Like to run I'll probably run Star Wars because Star
Probably Star Wars,
and Suicide Squad as well too. Yeah.
Oh,
Star Wars for sure.
Yeah.
They do
But
this.
Star
I had
Wars-
no idea. I'm looking at this. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I didn't know what was going on here. Actually,
I
was
knew
very
it because
confused.
of this image right here. They've already released this image here, so I already knew what Star Wars wants to show this image. Star Wars.
Do we know who this is supposed to be?
No. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm sure the community already dissected. I don't know who it is.
Because for whatever reason, I was getting like Force Unleashed vibes, but I don't know.
Okay.
But I had no idea. I mean, obviously that it cuts the gameplay right here.
The order is gone. I was betrayed by the one I trusted most.
Dude, I'm so hyped for this game.
I will not be imprisoned again.
God, it's so good looking.
I hear you've been busy.
And he has a whole
making
beard
yourself
going on
the
and everything.
Empire's
Yeah.
most wanted.
Okay, we're just riding wild alien
Answering.
animals.
Jedi. Remind our friend here why.
So not
his
Inquisitor
God is
looks like a bounty hunter, obviously. That's a bounty
Yeah,
hunter.
this has the Empire, Jade Empire look to it, kind of.
After I
This
was
is
done,
great.
the Empire's only grown stronger.
Okay, those are the robots from Mandalorian, right?
From Mandalorian, yeah.
I'm not okay. I just want to make sure I'm not bugging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there was something else that I saw here too that I wanted to. This seemed interesting right here.
Oh yeah.
Look at this. What is this? Team up? We got team up moves? What are we doing?
Yeah. I didn't even notice that. I did
That's
not
what I
even
mean.
notice that.
That's what I'm saying. Like wait a second. Like we got team up. Hold on. One more time.
I did not even notice that. Holy shit.
Yeah. Okay.
That's hot.
Jedi
That's
is a
hot.
threat.
This.
Now that we have
The droids. Obviously still here. Okay. This is some Kylo Ren shit. Like we're doing right now. We're just
They got
freezing.
with the
Yeah.
purple face. Oh, this. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just Well, we're just freezing the
lightsaber.
yeah
Oh, it's not the lightsaber.
the lasers. Yeah.
fight.
This thing. I wonder how big these levels. Like you remember the traversing in the first one, obviously.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
pretty. You know, pretty
bigger.
nice platforming and stuff.
Yeah.
But this right here, like, tell me they like just opened up these levels too and just made like some crazy like.
Because it looks like he has a whip or something now where he can
Swinging
to a pole or
around.
something.
This. I mean,
Look at this. Oh, okay, you saw that, right? You saw the lightsaber, right?
yeah,
With
right.
the-
I'm pausing it right now.
Boom, right there.
Like, all right.
Oh, the hilt. Look at the hilt.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. I mean, I'm here for it.
Hope survives.
Mm-hmm. March too, right on the corner.
That's what I'm saying.
3 months. Look at her.
Knack 3. Yeah.
You said Knack 3. You're a clown.
That's definitely for me.
Oh,
That's
that's
a day one for me for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's a day. Yeah.
But see, that was a theme throughout the night for me. There's a lot of that's a day one for me right there. So it's like I'm gonna go broke. Like I'm gonna need Microsoft to throw out some money and just get this shit in Game Pass because it's like I'm gonna go like between Star Wars.
Yeah.
Obviously Star Wars just showed it off. The Judas, I don't know when that's coming out, but that looks good. Suicide Squad looks great. Street Fighter 6 looks freaking great.
Yeah.
To me, Replace was a game that I'm interested in because I like games like that with the Limbo and like like what's the other game like games like that Limbo and shit. I like games like that. So that looks really good to me. I like that. What else was showing up top there?
I mean, listen, I was seeing Warhammer stuff before, but that Warhammer 40K Space Marine, shit.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
shit.
That looks really good. Remnant 2, that was a surprise. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Remnant 2 was definitely a surprise, 100%. Tekken 8, they showed more of. Death Stranding 2 was like, dude, this is another thing. An insert. I mean, I watched a lot of reaction videos, everybody and stuff like that. Listen, insert Kojima hate now, I guess, and I don't give a fuck. Like, I personally don't care. I'm here for it.
Is Banisher on there? I'm sure. That's one game that
Banish
is excited for. Yeah.
No, well, wait, did they show? No, I don't think they showed.
Yeah, I don't know if they showed it on the show.
Banishers goes to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's from the makers of the game Vampire or Vampire.
Yes.
VAMPYR. Yeah. So the people who make that game, so we can talk about it in chat.
So this right here too. This is the engine Decima with support from Gorilla. Huh.
What is this? What is this, Dune?
No, this is Death Stranding 2. But you see how here in the trailer they literally like support. So Gorilla's helping them with this.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be a PlayStation exclusive.
Well,
I mean,
launch exclusive.
Right. It'll be on Game Pass.
It'll be you would assume, but like not right away, obviously.
Not right away, like they would. I guess with this one was part 1.
Yeah.
But you gotta assume it's a time exclusive, so just like the first one. But this looks pretty interesting,
dude. It's so.
I wish I can finish part 1.
I was gonna say I still didn't finish part 1, so that's why it's kind of like I'm still kind of like lost with what's going on and everything. But it looks so fucking good, and the music. This song. This is.
I like how he said. I like how he said when he came on stage, Hideo, and he was like, "I had to rewrite the script because I didn't want to predict the future again."
Yo, he's bugging for that one. He really is. Yeah.
Like, holy fuck, this guy.
This is the one that you were talking about here, Banishers.
Yeah, Banishers, Ghost of New Eden. Yeah, that looked really good.
From Focus.
Which, yeah. They've been solid with their games.
Now, what was this supposed to be exactly? Banishers?
Well, if you played the game Vampire, it's like an open world RPG kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. The developers of that who's making this, they like Vampire is really big on decision making. So, for example, with Vampire, you're a vampire, right? But if you suck the innocent's blood, you get powerful, and if you don't, you spare their lives, but you stay weak. So, like those type of decisions are introduced in those kind of games. I'm only expecting that to extend into this game right here.
They are real.
Was this only? They didn't show obviously any gameplay or anything, right?
No, it was just mostly CG.
It was just CG.
Mm-hmm.
So what? You track and kill him? Is that it?
Yeah, I didn't. I remember because I didn't see it. Probably because I didn't see any gameplay of it. I wasn't thinking too much of it. But I think it also came in between certain trailers or announcements, so I wasn't really. But that's what it was. I think God of War had just won for like best music or something like that.
They won every fucking thing.
They won a lot, not everything, but they won a lot.
They missed out on 3 awards. Obviously the game of the year.
Yeah.
Art direction and something else.
Yeah. And I was telling my brother, you know, funny enough, I was telling my brother while we were watching, I said, they're going to give Miyazaki best art direction, right? Or game direction, I'm sorry. They're going to give him game direction, so they don't have to give him game of the year. That's what I
I
thought.
honestly thought that when they gave him game direction, I'm like, they're not gonna win game of the year.
Yeah, they're not going to win game of the year. And my brother was like,
I
yeah,
thought
that
the
makes
same thing.
sense. That makes sense. And then sure
Yeah.
enough, they were like, oh, and game of the year goes to Elden Ring. And I was like, okay,
I
yeah,
was
that makes sense.
honestly, with the way the night was going, honestly, I was even though I wanted and I thought Elden Ring deserved it, I was surprised they got it because of the way the night went. Not because prior to it, but the way the night was going. I'm like, I see the theme here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of awards being given to God of War. It's just the upbeat to giving them the creme of the premiums. But no, when they said Elden Ring, I was like, oh, and they announced I think the Bill Clinton expansion at the end.
Okay. Listen, I cut the stream off when I saw a little kid talking, and then the chat was going crazy, like, who the fuck is this? And then come to find out, like, that was like a big ass breach of security.
Oh, huge! Like the
Crazy.
kid, they showed a different camera angle. The kid came from the other side of the room. Like he wasn't even sitting nowhere next to them. He came from a whole different side of the room. Just walked up there.
See that?
What's weird though is that the people up there that was taking the award for Elden Ring, they didn't say nothing.
Well,
they were like,
because and I think I tried to explain that to my brother too, and I was like, I don't see Japanese people in general as like a rude people.
Right.
So I don't see them like, especially, and then also probably.
And they were in the moment. And they were in the moment.
And then probably like, who the fuck is this? But it's like, let's not, because it looks like he has something important to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
and then it was just, so, but it also goes to show, but it also goes to show you too. It's like if you just like look the part, or if like you look like you belong, like no one's gonna ask questions.
He had a whole black trench going.
Crazy.
Looked like he was part of that crowd. And I seen them up there, but I'm like, he's probably a kid or so, I don't know. He's just probably a family member of somebody up there. I don't know. It was just I didn't question it. But then the moment he opened his mouth, I'm like, oh, okay, this kid is.
I cringed very hard when this happened. By the way, too.
Oh, I mean, I'm looking forward to the game.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the okay? This is Cyberpunk or
no? This is like the.
That's another one. The one with Chuck Norris and Crime Boss or whatever.
What the?
Looking
fuck
forward
is
to the
this?
game, but it was cringy what they did. Like
Rock City.
Between him and Al Pacino not knowing video games and up there presenting, I'm like, why?
Yeah. Michael Madsen.
Mm-hmm.
Kim Basinger. Like, what the fuck is?
It's a weird casting. I gotta say that Damien Portier, like, it's a weird casting.
Yeah, Danny Trejo, like, you know what I mean, like
Trejo, but which by the way looks a whole more like Danny Trejo in fucking Far Cry than he does in this game.
Dude, Michael Rooker, like, this is so. But and then Vanilla Ice, like, okay, I guess
this was wild. And Vanilla Ice as Hielo, like. If you guys don't know, Hielo is ice in Spanish.
Yeah.
So Vanilla, when they said Vanilla, I said, why? It did this. Fucking Chuck Norris.
Epic Games Store launching March 28, 2023. It was so fucking random. It feels so random. It was very random.
Looked good, but it was so random.
It feels so random.
But it explained why he was up there. Why he was up there presenting it. Oh, okay,
absolutely.
I see why.
And then
weird, but it looks interesting.
And then here, I mean, you know what else actually? Was it? Oh, the Transformers one. That was right after the Remnant 2. Yeah, I'm actually gonna play it now.
That was surprised. I liked it. I was like, okay, I want to outcast it. And they also helped on or made Batman Origins.
All right.
They helped with Batman Origins.
Let's get lucky.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, no gameplay, but it's interesting enough for me to want to check it out.
Who's publishing it? Did they show at the end? Unreal. Well, no. Bulkhead, Hasbro. Hold on.
Bulkhead, Hasbro, Unreal. Just Splash Damage.
Hasbro / Trademarks, Unreal. I mean,
Hasbro, because they're the ones with the money.
Yeah, Unreal Engine, maybe. Oh, registered trademark of Epic. Yeah, but we don't. Yeah, I don't know. Splash Damage, Bulkhead. Yeah, maybe it's. Bulkhead.
Or it could be Epic, being that they have that Unreal Engine in it.
True. So yeah, that was super random. And
that
then
was very random.
And then the two, obviously, the two big ones for me. I mean, I'm showing this. This was fucking wild, man. I mean, everybody.
Hell yeah.
This was wild, dude.
Been rumored for a while, but them showing it off. Like,
I mean, my brother was calling it too. He was hoping that we saw this.
I was hoping it was the Elden Ring expansion, but I get it.
I mean, well, we already. I mean, that also,
Because I told them if they win the award, a great way to end the night would be. Oh, and by the way, here's more Elden Ring.
Honestly, I'm looking at this. I had no fucking clue what this was.
Well, once it said Bandai Namco and these guys were on stage, I'm like, yeah, that's Armored Core.
Yeah, I wasn't putting two and two together that quick. I'll tell you that much.
It didn't look nothing like Armor. I mean, I wouldn't if I didn't know if I didn't know these guys were making an Armored Core or rumored to be making an Armored Core game, I wouldn't think this was it. But the fact that it said Bandai Namco, they were on stage, I was like, yep, this is it. And then it looked nothing like Elden Ring, so.
I mean, it's basically Mecha Souls. That's literally what we're getting. That's pretty much what Armored Core. It's Mecha Souls, like.
And it's a sequel too.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's 6. There at this point, Armored Core 6. Music was also crazy too. We're like, whoa. The trailer was pretty hyped too.
Meaning the fact that they already have this as a trailer, that means that they've been working on it for a while.
Yeah. That's a crazy shot.
Blue Protocol. It's a new IP, I think. This looks so sick.
Fires of the Rubicon. Or Fires of Rubicon. And then right here, 2023. So, note, okay, so here's one of the things. Note, it's a tentative date, right? But, I mean, it's like later 2023, right? We're not thinking like early.
Oh, that's got to be later. That's got to be definitely later.
Right?
That's probably holiday later, like next year, like closer to the holidays. With a jam-packed year like we're having next year, yeah, I could see this being November.
Yeah.
October, maybe. Yeah. This is much later though.
And then the final trailer for Final Fantasy.
I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
I was telling my brother this before I finished playing out this trailer. I said, not for nothing. I know this game's going to come to PC. Like this one specifically. I'm going to get this one on PC, but like probably not for like a year or two.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I'm saying to myself, I'm like, for me, because of just how big of a Final Fantasy fan I am, this would be the reason to buy a PS5.
Oh yeah.
This is
definitely.
This is a system seller for me.
It'd
Just
be like me for like God of War. It'd be the same
Yeah.
thing. It's like or SOCOM. If SOCOM was to ever fucking come out, I'd buy a fucking PlayStation.
This is definitely for me. Yeah. This is a system seller for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, after this trailer, yeah. Yeah.
By the way, too, my brother was also making this point. This is like the first time they had gone back to like the medieval theme in a like while. I think he said 9 was the last time they did it.
It's a good setting for them.
Yeah.
For Final Fantasy, it's a really good setting. The whole medieval like look and feel. Yeah.
I mean the fighting. Also, too, he said Devil May Cry. Or Devil May Cry is the fighting. Devil May Cry directors.
Oh yeah, I mean there's emphasis on the action.
Yeah. Yeah, you're still gonna get this whole party system, but this is gonna be more akin to like if you were watching Advent fucking Children, like what you got like 7 Remake,
Or if it's
yeah.
controlling me.
I mean, just oh my god, the summons, you becoming the summons, like just.
Yeah, it's giving me vibes of the old school Final Fantasy play. I mean, other than the actual.
Right. Freaking eat for it. Who's the dog?
Yeah. Oh man, this looks good.
It's crazy.
No matter life that awaits me.
That might get us PS5.
I will press on.
Look at this shit right here. In 2023. Again, we don't know when, but sometime in 2023.
13 years I've waited for this chance. I will be dying today.
What up? Hey, Umbra, I just shouted you out earlier, bro. When you looked out for me on the what's this goddamn game? Callisto Protocol.
Yep.
I'm just shouting you out, man. I appreciate your help on that, man. That shit really helped.
I think they announced the date here as well too. Yeah, June 22nd. Hey, June's popping right now.
Oh, June is a hot month, man.
June is popping right now.
June is a hot fucking month.
Right here.
2023 is a hot year.
No. Here we go. Ready? So June
until 12/31st.
It's six.
Yeah, right,
It's 6.
okay.
No, it's 6 months. No, it's 6 months. So it's a timed exclusive. So it's going to PC. So that's the thing. So now it's like, so what did I?
Oh, they'll go to PC. Yeah,
Well,
they'll
no,
go to PC.
that's what I mean. No, but that's what I mean. Well, we know how Square gets down. They're like, fuck, we're not. You know what I mean? We won't put it on Xbox, so we got no problem putting it on PC. So
2024. It'll be, you know.
Well, it'll be 2024, but it'll be only 6 months. So so it's only a 6 month timed exclusive,
barring any delays. Yeah.
Barring any delays. That's right. But it looks like they're fucking good to go at this point. So that was
looks
pretty
good, man. It looks
so
fucking good. You know
good.
what? I just get it on PC. Fuck that.
Yeah, man.
Any of my money. Fuck PlayStation. I'm playing.
So I mean, honestly, dude, if there's anything else, I mean, I could go back to that list real quick and kind of see.
I mean, Cyberpunk. That fucking that whole DLC expansion. Not even DLC, it's an expansion.
Diablo 4 too. That's another one. Diablo in June as well.
Elder Zebra. I was like, what the fuck? How's Idris in this shit?
Yeah. That was. Yeah. Nobody saw that one.
Nobody saw it coming at all. See, that Dune Awakening threw me off. I thought it was a Dune you was talking about that you played the beta.
That's
a
MMO.
Whole different thing.
This is MMO that they're doing.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing. I was so lost. I'm like, wait a minute, isn't this the one that Logic was playing? But I guess it's another one.
Yeah, this is MMO. My dad actually signed up me and my brother for it.
So like Knights of the Republic, where it's like all open fucking world,
possibly,
and you create your own story type shit.
I think so.
In the ancient halls of the testing stations, you find answers.
We'll see. You know, I normally don't move. I mean, I like this. Listen, I like the world of Dune, so like, this could be interesting to say the least. You know, the whole thing with spice and polyside thing. So this looked like it was taken from in-game, but they didn't say. But it looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on here. I have no idea what's going on here.
Yeah, there was no context.
No.
It was just show this and they'll be all right. The worm there, the sandworm.
Yep.
I am
And then you have what I'm guessing is the protagonist.
when you awaken.
Dune.
Since they didn't show the face, could be anybody, because you can make it.
Because it'd be your own character essentially that you're creating.
Right.
Yeah, a Dune open world survival MMO. And then wish list.
Say that 7 times fast.
Dune open world survival MMO. That's it. You only getting one more out of me.
You're getting one?
Yeah. And then we said Cyberpunk, which is right here. They showed towards
Cyberpunk was there. I mean,
there's a
How many
Cyberpunk.
times you willing to get burned?
yeah, Cyberpunk.
Trust.
PC development footage, by the way, too.
Let's say the president crashed in this,
The president of New United States, yes.
For these motherfuckers
or is their
in the
version of
name
Air Force One?
empty promises.
They got Keanu, obviously.
Politicians,
Yeah.
military runners, intelligence operatives, all to run fish in one fucking barrel. This dog town.
Whole
Tell
different
me
part of the
you've
world.
got
Like, it's
a
not even New
plan.
City no more.
Not a plan.
Night City, sorry.
A man.
Did you know it was Idris from that side?
Nope. Not until it showed his face. I was like, oh shit.
Promises.
Not even with the
Politicians,
with the
military
voice.
runners, intelligence operatives, all to run fish in one fucking barrel. This dog town. Tell me you've got a plan.
Not a plan.
Right here. Yeah, I didn't know.
A man.
Nah, from that side,
There's
no, I didn't know it
anyone
was
we
him.
can trust now. It's him.
Solomon Reed, FIA.
The voice, though.
So,
What do we do now?
That part, yeah. I kind of started putting two and two together, but I was like, I
Burn it
don't
to the
know.
ground's what we'll do.
And then I started thinking,
Simple
damn, they already
choice.
got Keanu Reeves. That's a lot of money.
Them or us.
And then I was like, wait, they got two big fucking actors? What the hell?
Peace comes at a price. Someone's always got to pay.
This crowd, like, holy shit. Idris Elba.
Game Awards, what's up? It's Idris Elba here, and I just want to let you know how excited I am to play NUSA agent Solomon Reed in
That does every
Cyberpunk
fucking thing. He
2077
fucking acts,
Phantom
sings,
Liberty.
raps.
Can't wait for you guys
DJs.
to meet Reed when Phantom Liberty releases in
DJs.
2023. See you in Night City.
Yeah, man. So that was definitely the highlights for me, for sure. And there's a lot more. Like if you look at
There's
this
a lot
list,
more, yeah, but
there's-
these are the ones that like really stood out.
those
Like,
are the ones that stood out. Obviously, Diablo, for me as well too. Diablo 4, but that wasn't. No gameplay was shown there. But they did have a
Warhammer
date.
obviously was good.
Yep. Yeah,
all
the
of,
Warhammer. Yeah, I showed that as well too. And then the awards were cool. It's still it's still a little bit of a joke that they call it an award show.
It's a
To a certain extent,
look,
it's just-
listen, I told your brother this. They should name this the trailer show in hyphen like and put in parentheses awards.
Yeah.
Because the awards is like obviously there's gonna be awards given out, but it's not people don't watch this or go to it for the awards. Maybe the
Yeah.
industry does, but the trailers is what's there. That's what gets me going. And for me, I told you this. It was a solid show overall from last year to this year. Very solid show.
Yes.
The pacing was good.
Yep.
A lot better than last year. Pacing was really good. The advertising they showed wasn't bullshit advertisement. It was actual, video games that they could have said it. The reason why they call it an ad or a commercial break is because it couldn't fit in the show. Is what I felt like.
Did
it
you
was.
did
Oh, so
you
let's
want
put it as a commercial break.
did you want to touch on Judge running a little over time on his
I did see a lot of
speech?
people I saw like they minded him talking long, including Nick, my buddy, in the text. He was like, "All right, get him off the stage." I'm like, "Bro, it's his moment." Like,
yeah.
It did it go on for a while? Yes, it did. But the man was trying to
Yeah.
secure some Steam decks for people, 'cause
But
they
there's
were giving
also
out
no,
Steam
but
decks.
they don't really do the whole, like, they do the awards and things, but they most of their
They
awards
don't have a time frame.
right?
They don't have a time
Because
frame. They
most
don't
of
have
their
this
most of their
yank them
awards,
off.
exactly. They we have the whole play you off kind of thing that they do at
And
other
they
major
did.
award
And they
shows,
did. The
and
music
they
started
did.
coming on, and guys just talk louder.
No, talk louder. It sounded like an epic like ballad at that point. Like it
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
sounded like you hear what he's saying, and it's like, wait, am I watching one of those like YouTube shorts where I'm about to hear some really inspirational shit?
Yeah, yeah,
And like,
yeah.
and then the music starts coming over, and then it's like, well, now I have to
But
save this and
he
bookmark it.
he dropped some good gems. Even if you paid attention, he was
Yeah,
talking
100%.
about how he quit the game.
Yeah.
Because this guy said, nah. Corey was like, I'm not doing it. This guy is Eric, and he goes, nah. This guy better be a badass. And he was like, he was a badass.
Yeah.
And then essentially giving us another nugget, telling us, Atreus, the kid that's playing Atreus, it's yours now. You're taking it over.
Yeah.
Like I took that as, oh shit, it's gonna move on with our Atreus. That's the next game.
I mean, I
And
didn't
I don't know. I haven't
finish.
played God of
I was
War.
gonna say I didn't finish it yet. So please
Me
avoid.
neither. But the way he was talking on the stage, it made it seem like this was his farewell. Like
Yeah,
the
he's
way
handing
he
it
was
over.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's handing the baton over to Atreus, the kid that plays Atreus. So pretty cool.
Yep.
But I wasn't bothered by him taking his moment. It was a moment for him. Like, I've heard this speech before. He said this in interviews before that speech, that very same speech, thanking his kids and all that stuff. He said those things before.
For sure.
It was just stage. And he wanted
Yeah,
to-
I wasn't bothered by it either. Felt bad for Pacino a little bit. That's another thing. Al
felt
Pacino
bad
with
for
the Game
Pacino.
Awards.
Yeah, because he's standing out there like, yo, I'm old, bro. I need to get out
I'm
of
like,
here.
somebody get this man a chair or just somebody to lean
Give
on
me a
at this
wheelchair.
point.
Give me a chair. I can't do this.
But it was cool though, actually getting that and that was big, obviously too, getting an award from Pacino, giving you an award
Man,
too.
give him a hug. The
That-
man gave him a big ass hug. Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That's cool.
So,
So that was a highlight. Animal being on the show was a highlight from Sesame Street.
Yes.
And,
Pablo Pascal there.
Pablo,
Pablo
yes.
Pascal there,
Yes,
and I
he did.
forget the actress's name as
The
well
whole,
too.
that was when they were doing the whole the Last of Us thing. That was
Yes.
Have you seen that trailer, by the way?
Yes, I did, dude.
Fucking cool
Can't wait till the
looking trailer,
15th.
bro.
January
That
15th.
looks
I'm saying
really
it.
good.
January 15th.
HBO money, baby. That shit got HBO money all over it.
Yeah.
Really good. Looks good. Or Warner Brothers or whoever it is.
Yeah, no, HBO. Yeah, Warner Brothers. Same difference.
Yep.
Um,
So that's where we. I mean, I gave it
yeah.
a solid. I'm not giving.
I'm
a
not
score
giving.
to
I'm
that.
not giving it a rating.
Give
It's just
solid.
listen. We watch it for the trailers, and we really. It's like, and yeah, I guess you care like
Solid.
who wins game of the year, but not really. So
I've been vocal about I can care less. It doesn't
Yeah.
do nothing for my game. It
You
doesn't
played it.
improve
You
it.
enjoyed
Doesn't
Elden
make it
Ring, so it's
better.
like you feel good, obviously, because the game that was your goatee anyway. You know what I mean?
That
So
was
it's
my
like,
goatee regardless because
yeah.
what it did for me personally. But if anybody else would have won God of War, anything else that was up there, it would not bother me because it's like it's whatever at this point.
Yeah.
It to me as a gamer, it doesn't change the experience of the game. I feel sorry for the people who made the game. That's something for them
Sure.
to be like, yo, I have a plaque and maybe a raise comes with it. I don't know, a bonus. Maybe they got a bonus written down in the contract saying that if they get a game of the year, they get more money. Maybe that to them means more. But as a gamer, doesn't really matter if
Right.
they would have won it or not because it doesn't improve. It doesn't do anything to my game. It doesn't add any more value to it. It's like it is what it is already. I played it. I loved it. I got hours in it. I look forward to jumping back in it now that they announced that they are working on an expansion.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. But I walked away with it. Really fun. It was good. Solid show. Great trailers. Most of those games shown, in case you guys don't know, most of those games that were shown on the award show are third-party multi-platform games. Maybe three of them were PlayStation exclusives with the DLC of Horizon and Death Stranding. I don't know what the third one was.
I personally wasn't keeping count because I mean, once again, there
everything
people,
else is multi-platform.
Listen, a lot of people are keeping count, and that's cool, I guess. And there are people not just like, listen, not just in the podcast space of like us and then in the community and things like that. Like
even the IGN people.
The IGN people. There was a lot of people keeping count. Ryan McCaffrey was keeping count.
The dude that does the podcast now, where he's really vocal. He was a developer. I forgot his name. He did. I think they got a war. He's the podcast.
Yeah, I forget his name. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I didn't even see his take. But see, but you know
what? It's just nuclear takes after.
No, it's not even. But also too, and a lot of overreaction. Whether there's truth behind it or no truth behind it.
Man.
I don't know. Like, and then people shooting bail. It's like, oh, supposedly there's a. Maybe there's a showcase coming out that's going to show all the stuff that.
Well, Aaron Greenberg figured out that there is very soon a showcase to show us. Well, he didn't say showcase. He didn't use those words, but there's something coming up very soon. He said where it's going to show off 2023 and what they got installed.
And listen, and you ever get that feeling too that a lot of times when we actually hear things, and this kind of ties into just other conversations as well. But when we hear things from Aaron and stuff, it's always reactionary, and it's never like, oh, hey, by the way, in case you guys didn't know.
That's the part I have a problem with.
A lot of it is just like, oh, I know you guys didn't see a lot of what we're doing. Like, we got a Game Pass Israel, basically, is what we got.
Just tell us, don't, because you hype the fact that Phil was there. You hype the fact that, Greenberg was like, I wish I could be there. It's going to be a big night.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Phil was there.
But then,
Phil was sitting. He was there.
Yeah, Phil was there. Phil
Taking
was there.
Pictures, chilling, whatever like that.
Sarah was there as well.
Sarah was there. Yeah. Yeah.
They were there, but like you should prefix it. Be like, hey, at least that much. Be like, hey, guys, don't expect nothing on this freaking awards. It's just games, right? We're going to show trailers. But
it wasn't it wasn't their show. But that's another thing. It wasn't their show.
See, that's the part people got to understand. This is not E3. This is a
This is Jeff's show. It's literally Jeff's show.
It's Jeff's show. Like it's that. I mean, for like two years now, we've been hearing, oh, this show is irrelevant. Now it's relevant because Xbox didn't show up. Like it needs to. Like it's whatever. Yeah. It's the toxic.
No, it's also the 180 that gets the 180 gets done on Jeff Kill. Like a lot of people, and it's fine. Listen, at this point, because people,
we just had a whole show that gave us a
12-month
window, though. It just gave us a whole 12-month window. What's coming out? What else do you want? Like,
and I don't need people to be all. And I don't need people to be all kumbaya and stuff like that. And that's not what I'm professing. But just what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, and I think this is just what me and you tend to stand by. You're watching the Game Awards hopefully to get hyped for the trailers that you see and stuff like that. Hopefully they show you something that you're going to want to play.
Understand the context, yeah.
And if you didn't see something that you want, hopefully you get to see whatever you were looking for sooner than later. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. And I wouldn't take any much else from it.
No, bro, I've been saying that for years, but there's a lot of people that been calling this shit irrelevant for quite some time, and then the moment Xbox and show something, we get crazy about it.
Well, and in the live show too, to Umber's point as well. I mean, it was at the most that I noticed when I was watching it through YouTube with me, my dad, and my brother. It's 560,000 people.
There's a lot of people watch this show, and we know this. It's been relevant for years.
And how many of those are watching just to hear the game?
And every year, doesn't he tweet out every year? They broke another YouTube viewing record. Like he does it every year. It just goes crazy every year. We know this,
Yeah.
but it's again, it's an award show. The context is award show. Too many people took this as, including IGN writers, Ryan whatever his name is.
Ryan McCaffrey.
You had Destin go out there and then retweet him, and then you had the dude that I was talking about, the Sony guy that's a podcaster now. Like he's
there's
champion
also
for the
yeah, but there's also
like,
there's Jez. Jez came
Jez
out.
another one. It's like, bro, what are you guys doing? Like,
it's all right.
Oh,
Well,
they don't come out with
but you know what? But I also, but you have
over.
to see it from a business standpoint too, I guess, where it's like their content is literally Microsoft and Xbox content. So them not.
No, I
having any
understand that,
content,
but to
that's
hit
why
the
people
nuclear
to
button,
be. Yeah, I know.
Xbox has been around. We talked about this. Xbox has been around for a very long time, and they, as far as exclusives go, they've never been known to do bukus of exclusives.
Yeah.
Ever. It's like now they have Bethesda, and hopefully the ABK deal goes through, which that's a good segue. Hopefully the ABK deal will go through. They'll have more developers. But it's always been said, even with Bethesda, they said that it's 2023 going forward is the year you'll start seeing these games come out. What else did you want to see in the Game Awards show that you didn't already see in the next 12-month window? Like, you need validation to know what's coming out. Like, I get it. They're not a marketing machine. They've never been that, and I said this last week.
Yeah.
Or even the week before that. It disappoints me.
I mean,
too. Marketing side.
Yeah, and then even to Umbra's point here, and the only thing I think I'll say to that too, it's like if you
get that.
No, I get that. If you care about that sort of thing, like that's what I mean.
Oh,
like if you care about that sort of thing, if you care about how one particular company looks compared to another particular company, well then both of those companies look weak compared to Nintendo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like that's why. So it's like, but I'm not playing. I'm just, once again, I'm of the mindset and me of just like, if I like the game and I have the means to play the game, I have the, most of the games that now I've been fortunate enough with, I've been able to play on PC. I haven't had to worry about having a console for it, or I have to wait. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, Final Fantasy, I said like that would sell me a PS5, right? Like I could go buy a PS5, but if I know I gotta wait until January or February or probably March, more than likely March of 2024, and then it's on PC, I might just wait. I don't think it's that important that I don't, because I'll have Starfield and I'll have
the highlighted 6 months is there now. I was like, okay, I can wait.
I can wait now because that's Sony saying, hey, those exclusives that everybody's going crazy about, we're actually starting to make sure that whatever deals we got, whether it be with third-party studios or our own first-party studios, we're still moving them over to PC. So me as a PC gamer, I'm sitting over here like, oh, I just got to wait a little bit longer.
As long as you don't have FOMO, you can wait.
Yeah, that's
we
what
can
I mean.
wait 6 months. Yeah.
But also the games that I'm looking forward to play, i.e. Starfield, i.e. Atomic Heart, i.e. Redfall, i.e. all of that, Game Pass, it's PC, I'm chilling. You know?
Yeah.
So, but like I said, just
I see Umbra, and I see your take on the whole. It matters to you guys, or people but people who care about that kind of stuff. Me, you guys know me. If you guys been watching the show, I'm a gamer. I can care less about numbers and who's winning what market share.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Play video games. To me, I've been an Xbox fan for quite some time, and they'll be quite alright. I just get irritated when I see the nuclear button gets fucking pressed, all because of an award show that we all said it's a Jeff Keighley show for years. It's like, why do we care about it now? And they gave us a 12-month window what's coming out. Here's the thing. This is why I'm bothered too. That the narrative is this now. And then if they would have shown off the same exact game they showed off for the 12-month window, the narrative would have been this again.
They got nothing new to show.
And then if they would have shown new stuff, like, oh, but this is not even coming out anytime. So it's always
And I also said the same night too, and talking to my brother, because my brother, was basically seeing a lot of the stuff too. And I think a lot of the times too, he's a little indifferent to it as well. But I think one of the things I did see to him was like, I think Microsoft's also on the tip of, if I don't got anything new to show or anything good to show, I'm not running it back like Halo Infinite style.
They've been burnt before.
I'm not running it Halo Infinite style back where it's like I gotta put a game trailer out and show somebody, and then you all fucking hate it, so now I gotta put it on the shelf for a year because you all fucking hate it. You hate what I showed you.
They've been burnt by the community because of this type of shit.
So now maybe
not that it wasn't warranted. Not that it was warranted, but there are some parts where it's like games get shown and the community burns them out for it. So now they're at that point, like, fuck it, we'll just give you a 12 months.
If I don't have anything, I think they're just of the mindset.
We don't have nothing.
Now, if I don't have
nothing,
I ain't showing you shit till it's ready.
Yeah. At the end of the day, whatever, until it's ready.
Yeah.
So it is on that end that I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Me, I'm not.
And I could be shooting bail. That's fine. I could be shooting bail. This is perfectly fine. Oh yeah, and that's the thing. Keep in mind they revealed both Series X and Hellblade there. Right. So it's not to say that it still doesn't, if they're able to, if they, but I think it goes back to what I just said and what we were just iterating. If they had something to show, something new, something different from that 12-month plan, they would have. The fact that they didn't, I don't know. That's just I just feel like the direction that they're
But
trying
I
to.
also pay attention to past like this whole mindshare thing. I get it, but I pay attention to the shit that Microsoft and Sony's doing. They're on two different spectrums. They're competitors. Yes, we get it. They may not say it, or Microsoft may not fail, may not say that. Like, oh, we're not the, like they may not say. They're doing two different things.
Yeah.
Microsoft is looking to be on every fucking thing, everything. Sony, they just want exclusives. And and people like that sort of stuff. To me, exclusives died. I'm an old gamer. I've been gaming for years. So me, exclusives don't mean shit to me no more. It really doesn't. Like it doesn't to me because nowadays the exclusives that I'm seeing come out are the same ones, either sequels, reboots, remakes. They're not nothing new.
And the games that people and the games that
we're
people
getting so many today that exclusives like they get watered out for me. Like, it's so
but
games being
also the
introduced.
games that people are playing right now that are leading the numbers on people's devices, insert device, whether it be Nintendo. I mean, obviously Nintendo's a little more
Right.
first party, but PlayStation or Xbox, insert device. The number one games, the top 10 on that list, majority of those games are multi-plat games. Majority of those games are cross-play multi-plat games.
And playing Call of Duty, and you're playing Battlefield, and you're
playing
Destiny,
Fortnite, you're playing Apex.
Fortnite.
You're not like
You're
gamers. It
playing
just
those type
depends
of
on the type of gamer. If you are the solo single player gamer, then yeah, I guess I would be tight if I didn't see anything coming out for Xbox right away. I didn't see anything new. If you are a multiplayer gamer, well, then you have your games that you're playing. You have your Call of Duty. You have your things.
I guess I'll leave it at this. And it'll be a little fanboy rant for me because I gotta get my Xbox card back before I get revoked. My thing is, if we're gonna be Xbox all the way, if we're gonna be like Xbox, I kind of tune things out when people write shit and tweet stuff out and podcast it out, where they start with Sony, and then Microsoft, and then end with Sony. Like, we don't have to compare what we love or hate about it, Microsoft with Sony. And that's where my fanboy comes in. Like, bro, if we're about Xbox, be about Xbox. Why is Sony living in your head rent free?
Yeah.
I just be about Xbox. That's where my fanboy rant comes through. It's like, okay, like out of the whole, like I'm looking at myself like, damn, and I'm the one that got told I'm a fake fanboy a few years ago. When I mentioned a PlayStation game, but here I am. I'm the one with the fucking Xbox centric channel. I'm the one with the fucking Xbox in my house, no PlayStation. I'm the one that roosts the fuck out of Xbox and cheers them on. But I'm the one that's not the fucking Xbox. Like I'm not the Xbox guy. Like that annoys me. I'm like, but here we are, day in and day out. All I hear is PlayStation. Like, give it a rest. Like, if you hate something on Xbox, then hate it for being Xbox. Why compare it to something else that is on a different level? It's PlayStation, whether you hate it or like it, it's on a different fucking level. These dudes are on a whole different platform. And we're not about that life. We're about the whole Game Pass. I mean, we've been fucking cheering on Game Pass and advertising shit for 2 years now. The moment like no trailers get shown, it's like, oh, what's the trailer? You got fucking Game Pass. Go play it. Like it is what it is. Like they've shown games before where this community burned the fuck out of them. You said that, like, they burned the shit out of the Xbox because
that shit is right. Put that shit back. Nah, that's not.
Right,
It's
put
not.
it
It's
back.
right.
We
Put
don't
it back.
want it.
We don't want
so
it.
now you want them to show something and do the same shit again after you guys burnt them out? Like, be for real here. Like, that's my fanboy rant, and I'll leave it at that. But yeah.
Yeah, and then just going into our next topic real quick, and like I said, we're going to talk about this in the manner in which we're going to talk about it, and that's just an update real quick on the Microsoft Activision King merger.
A lot going on this week with that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just the biggest takeaway too is it's still ongoing. I guess an update from the state side is FTC.
It is.
FTC
I mean, it'll be
sued them.
ongoing for a while.
Yeah,
I mean, the UK did say it'll be till March.
Well,
So, at least
and that's their stuff, but.
Yeah.
But pretty much FTC sued them now, essentially. But then they kind of got shit thrown on their face or whatever.
Before the UK came out and said what they said, did you read what the FTC said about how that they did the same thing with Bethesda?
Yes.
And they lied.
Yes.
Did you catch that? I was like, wait a minute. I like even myself, I double checked. I'm like, wait, did they? I asked your brother. I'm like, did they promise? I asked Nick. They're like, no, it was never a promise. Not that as fans we didn't know.
But without going back and actually checking it out and stuff. And I think that's
no.
And that's what ended up being the big takeaway too is that FTC, for what it is and stuff like that. You could sue all you want, but it doesn't mean that a court still has to look at all of that, look at the arguments, and still make a decision.
Well, I think it's more formality because what's his
Yeah.
name? What's the lawyer guy that has a YouTube? I watch him. Legality, I think his name is.
Hog. David
Hoglaw.
Hog,
I
right?
like watching him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hoeg Law. I don't want to mispronounce it. Hoglaw. But even he said that this is mostly a formality. What it is, because there hasn't been no injunction even filed. So what this is more so of just to make sure that concessions are met before the deal keeps going through.
Yeah.
So this is what this is about.
But also going through. But this is the process that they actually have to go through.
Yeah,
anyway, that's the legal process that they have to go through. Not that Microsoft has to go through, but they're going to get put through the ringer. Any company that's willing to. AT&T got put through the ringer when they wanted to buy DirecTV.
It's Microsoft. They're not just looking at Xbox. It's Microsoft as a whole.
AT&T got put through the ringer when they wanted to buy DirecTV. They got put through the ringer when they wanted to purchase Time Warner and all of that. Like, you know what I mean? And they
Google.
had that stuff. Google. I mean, all of this shit happens all the time too. Obviously, we're interested about it.
One of the ARMS chips that got sued and that never happened. For the chips,
yeah.
What was the company that was one? It was a Nokia. I forgot. Somebody wanted the chips. They were doing a merger for the ARMS chip, and they got sued by the FTC. Was like that ain't happening, and they kind of stopped it because they would have had it would have been dominant over the whole market.
Yeah,
like just one chip maker.
Well, it's it, but the arguments that the FTC is trying to make is basically but the argument that the FTC is trying to make right now, unfortunately, it's like it falls on deaf ears. They just say
not only that, but it's not. It just doesn't. It's not the same thing. I know what they're saying. I get what they're saying.
Yeah.
Microsoft has been here before. They try to do this, and a lot of big tech companies like doing this they've done it successfully where they merge, and now we're talking about, oh my God, we don't get no price drops, we get no competition. It's happened, but I think that argument does not fall. It doesn't fit right with the gaming side of things. Like it's not the same thing. I saw the comments by Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders. Unfortunately, Uncle Bernie got involved. I saw those comments. I'm going, it's a little out of touch what they're saying. They don't. It just sounds like they don't know what's going on. They just said.
Well, no, they only but like I said, without getting too political or anything like that, too. They're reading like cliff notes from basically their political advisors.
Read this.
They have be like say this right here.
I wrote it for you, and you say
that. They're not coming out here because the only thing that lands with them is just like we have to rein in big tech. It's like, they were.
Future platforms, so they can say, "Hey, I was the one that did this for big tech. Remember me? To vote for that's what it's like. Yeah. It looks like it's a posturing thing, but
it makes it look like they're actually working and doing the oversight and things like that they say that they're going to do and stuff. Which once again, it doesn't mean anything negative. They still have until and I think this is just the point that I want to get to here, which a lot of people realize. Microsoft still has until June of next year to get this in the bag too. So.
Yeah.
They're still
June
going
for
through
what? FTC?
It's just June for everything. They have until they have until but regardless of what any regulatory body is saying in any particular country, Microsoft has to complete the deal by June of next year, or the deal will not be available anymore. The deal has to go through by June of next year. That is that's pretty much
that. Next topic.
Well, because as rare as we talk about it, it was a big news story, but we have talked about it before and stuff like that.
Milestones will get mentioned.
And that's pretty much what it is. It's milestones in the actual case and in the merger right now. So obviously there's still a couple of months to go. And then once they start getting the information out there, but they also too, and I know we kind of skimmed over the fact, but EU basically came out and just to kind of say what they did. It was EU, not UK, because remember that's also two separate things. UK CMA is different from EU, but everybody's investigating basically at this point. But EU
came out and said, basically called the FTC bullshit.
Microsoft didn't. The quote was, Microsoft didn't make any commitments to EU regulators not to release Xbox exclusive content following the takeover of ZeniMax Media, which ZeniMax Media is the parent company of Bethesda. So and that was $7.5 billion. And they were still getting. Remember, Microsoft got put through the ringer for $7.5 billion. You know who didn't get put through the ringer for $3.5 billion? Sony when they bought Bungie. But you know what I mean? Like, it just, there's a
Oh.
certain, like, it's like when you reach that, like, scale, like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? That certain, like, number scale, it's like, you can't just say $70 billion and, like, have people be like, oh, yeah, that's normal. That's fine. That's okay.
No,
Like,
it's not. That's not
it's,
normal at all.
yeah,
That's fucking $70
that's
million.
just another day in the neighborhood, you
And I
know?
get it as a gamer, preference boxes and all. We all get our feelings with the emotions about, oh, my box has to win. I get that.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
Listen, I
But
want
this
this to
is
go
$70
through
billion.
so, and I want
Oh,
this to go
yeah.
through so bad
Yeah.
because why? Because I fucking pay for Game Pass. I want every one of these
I
fucking
want all that
Diablo
shit. I'm like,
4,
yeah, yeah.
Call of Duty,
At the end of the day,
insert
that's what fucking
Activision
matters to me.
title. I want them all on Game Pass. That's my selfish reasoning. I want
I don't
them.
want to pay for
I
another
don't
Call
want to
of
pay
Duty
full
ever
price for
again.
these games, even though thankfully for my dad, I don't pay for Call of Duty. But you
Right,
know what
but
I mean?
still,
It's like, but
even
still.
so, I don't want to pay for a whole. Well, in that case, it just gets you a $15 monthly pass rather than a
That's
fucking
what
$20 game.
is what I'm saying. Instead of
There you
spending
go.
$100.
Hey, there's other
Exactly.
money you can get season pass with it, whatever. But yeah, that's my biggest thing is I just need it to be on Game Pass so I can just not buy these games anymore.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is getting a little too expensive, man. A little too expensive for me. But yeah, man, we Timber, I'm with you. I'm tired. I'm just as sad as you are when it comes to this whole ABK deal thing. Everybody's talking about it, and there's takes everywhere, bad or good, doesn't matter. But when milestones hit, we will brush up on it like we did tonight. So, but that's what you get from us. You're not gonna get us here arguing over numbers and who did what and how. Nah, that's not what we do. We're Xbox gamers and PC gamers at the end of the day.
So this was the other thing to tie back into that. I have scatterbrain a little bit now, but yeah. So Miyazaki. So this was from IGN. Elden Ring director Miyazaki promised more Elden Ring content.
Vampire Diaries or Vampire Survivors. That's what's coming out this week.
Yes,
it just hit me.
Yeah, the DLC.
Yeah,
Elden Ring content could be on the way during his acceptance speech for Game of the Year. So basically, because like he was like, I know this was wrong because I'm paraphrasing. I know it's wrong to speak about this while accepting the Game of the Year, but it seemed I don't think I'm done like with the game or something like that. Basically, like it made it seem like there was still more story to tell when it comes to Elden Ring, whether it be like a sequel or DLC or things like that.
Well, I mean, your brother, which is the Souls games player, he's the one that's always keeping us in the loop.
Yeah.
And he said that almost every Souls game that's come out has had an expansion on it. And not only that, but their expansions are almost always harder than the actual main game.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, man. So yeah, so I definitely wanted to bring that up.
I appreciate that, Timber. Timber says that's why I'm always tuning in. Only high quality takes. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we try. But just once again, it's our takes, and I'm not going to sit here and try to knock anybody for having their own takes and how they. That's you know what I mean? Like everybody has entitled to their opinion, and on whatever platform they have, if they want to share that opinion, go for it. Everybody, go for it. This is what we do over here. This is what we doing. Yeah. This is what we do. Just let me know when the check clears. Let me know when the money's transferred.
Like, yeah. Let me know when I clear.
Let me know when I open up this fucking guy right here, and then I go over and it's like, oh, now coming to Game Pass or on Game Pass now, and then it's just bam, and then it's every single Activision fucking title. You know what I mean? Like just let me know.
They're gonna have to. I said this before, but they're gonna have to eventually start making like I know they already have tabs now with the what you own.
No, here's the filter. So here's the filter. Have you ever seen the filters yet on PC?
I know the filter's there.
Yeah.
It's also on the console, the filter, but I'm talking about like Bethesda title, its own.
Well, they have that.
Tab.
They have that.
Activision, their own tab.
They have that.
Through filter.
Yeah, sort of. Like right here. Okay. Right here. See? Bethesda. I don't know if you're watching the streams. Yeah.
No, that's not on console.
So yeah. So C Games, and then bam, Bethesda.
But see, that's not on console.
No, well, that's
console's just
PC.
Straight up. Here's Game Pass.
Listen. PC life. You know what I mean? PC life.
Yes, they did. It was a Crash.
Oh my god. The Crash 4v4 party game. Honestly, it's like, okay, cool. I mean, people, I guess, I have no interest in that whatsoever.
That's the one game I probably was like, okay, cool.
That's what I thought it was going to be, actually. Where they would say Crash Rumble. I thought it was going to be like a...
It is Crash Rumble, right?
Not so much. It's or is that what it's called, actually? Is it called Crash Rumble?
I don't know. I'm looking at my notes, and it apparently I didn't write that game down. So that's where I was at with that.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie. Hold on.
I don't even have it right now. I think it's called Rumble. I think it's Rumble.
You know, people were still holding out and hoping to see like Mortal Kombat.
Really?
Yeah. Even though Ed Boon came out and said, guys, like I got nothing to show you.
I mean, he legit said, "I got nothing." To
He's
show
like,
you."
I got nothing. I'm out.
I don't know
And,
why.
Like, I'm working. I mean, we're working on things, but I got nothing to show
So
you.
you're saying there's still a chance?
Yeah,
It's like,
no,
no,
exactly.
no.
That's exactly what people were doing. They were like, "Oh, we still haven't seen anything from Ed Boon yet." It's like NetherRealm. He fucking. I mean, that's how crazy it is. Where it's like the guy that runs said development company could come
Told
out
you.
and be like,
Yeah.
"Guys, I have nothing," and you're over here like Drake, like with fucking trust issues. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm gonna watch and
No. Let's give me something there. No.
And until the 4 hours fucking goes through and I don't see a trailer. No, I don't believe it. I think it's gonna be there.
Post show. I know it's on the post show.
It's a post show. It's like a scissor reel, right? Or it's
a scissor reel, right? It's gonna
what
be
do they call it? The stinger.
YouTube.
It's gonna be the stinger, right?
YouTube, and it's gonna like show me like some sort of like boom, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like I'll take a logo at this point. I don't give a fuck.
I gotta click on a hidden link for it.
Right.
Oh, you know what also confused the fuck out of people too? Halsey performing a new song, Lilith. For that was wild. I know I didn't bring that up.
Wow. When she came, I'm like, is that Halsey? Because I recognize the voice.
I heard the voice before they actually started showing her name. Yeah.
But she changed her, like she had the short hair, black, and everything. So I knew the voice, but then I was like, that doesn't look like Halsey. And then the name came up, and I'm like, oh shit, that's Halsey.
So here, Crash Team Rumble with Crash Bandicoot. That's a mouthful. For the actual name, yeah, Crash Team Rumble. But that's what. But
if
it's
you wait long enough, it'll be on Game Pass.
Wait a sec. Took me a while to realize it was her.
I'm telling him that if he waits long enough, it'll be on Game Pass.
True. I mean, it's actually. I think it's multi. I'm pretty sure it's multi-plat from what I remember seeing it.
Yeah, it's multi-plat.
Yeah.
That won't be. That says multi-plat. I think anything Crash would be multi-plat.
Oh, you want to laugh? I actually. So I didn't realize I still had Fortnite installed.
So I have. Oh shit. Sorry, that was part of my opening. I played Fortnite.
Okay,
I played it.
I played it too. But let me ask you: you played the no build, obviously, right? You didn't go back into the build.
Of course, yeah. I'm not doing the build.
I feel like I haven't played it so long that they just paired me against bots. Like when I actually played solo,
bro,
like
I won like four. I've run like 4 royales.
It was pretty bad.
I'm like, I am not that fucking good.
Yeah,
there's no way. I just stepped into this game after months of not playing it, and I'm winning 4 rumbles. I'm like, or royals. I'm like, no, this is bots. Definitely was bots. There was times where I was like, I purposely, people were shooting at me. I purposely just jumped out there just to get shot.
Yeah.
And literally he's running around, like not even shooting back. I'm like, no, that's a fucking bot. I'm like, why would you inflate my ego like that?
That's pretty funny. Yeah, dude. So that I was going to tell you. So I installed the update. Right,
fun little new season. I like it.
Yeah, so like I went in, I was messing around with it and stuff like that. I felt a little like out of place, but hey, listen, it still feels good to play it, and still for me, like now that they kept no build as a permanent mode, it's definitely one of those things where it feels good to kind of like pop back in and
really
even
good.
like
I like
the
weapons they got. They got this one the hammer thing, the purple thing.
You could chain your jumps.
Oh.
You saw the courage clip? I might have to look it up. Actually.
Yes.
All right, I'll look it up for the pod for people watching.
Look it up for the pod. That thing is really good. It's the purple stones or whatever that thing is, the purple grenade. It's just in a hammer.
Yeah.
And then if you hit the left trigger, it launches you, and then you have to wait for it to recharge. You get like 4 launches per recharge or whatever.
Apologies for the quality.
Right there. And then the right trigger to hit. Oh, bro, this is one of the best additions to this game. I love it.
It's gonna replay right now.
Knocked. Other ones across.
One of the better additions to the game.
What the fuck? Bink.
Boom.
Timing again.
And again.
Bink.
Boom.
And then just on cue. Paid actor.
And then boom.
Oh my God! That was so
paid actor right there.
Paid actor.
Mm-hmm. It's a good addition. That weapon feels really good. I'm like, man, this is really, really fucking good.
Oh, you want to know what I'm hyped for actually? Since we're talking about upcoming games as well too, the wipe for Tarkov is coming hopefully this week.
Oh, the wipe, yeah.
Hopefully it's this week. I'm praying, so I'll definitely have something to come. Yeah, no, dude, I'm telling you,
none of us played Fortnite like that.
Nah.
But it's like they got the no build now, and it's like every now and again I'll jump in there, and I forgot I had it downloaded.
Yeah.
And the new chapter, whatever they call it, season started, new world. And I was like, let me try it out. And I jump in there, literally won me 4 games, and it kept me going. I'm like, Well, since I'm
I
winning,
was
I'm gonna keep playing.
I was opening up my Epic app to go and uninstall the game because I think I remembered in the back of my head I was like, I probably still have this fucking game installed and I haven't played it in a few months.
Let me give it a try.
So I'm like, all right, and then I saw the update and I was like, all right, I might as well let me just do the update real quick and actually try it out. So I could be like, so I tried it
If
out.
you want to duos on, bro, I'm all for that, bro. Like, hit me up. If you want to duos, and
It is fun, and like I said, no build just changes that game completely.
Yeah, and it's no build. It just changes the game completely.
It just makes the game a lot of fun to play.
I don't know if you're down. We want to play some duos tonight or whenever. I'm not trying to, pressure you or nothing. But
that's funny.
Man. Since I don't get invited to you guys' game nights anymore and shit, we could do some duos.
No, you don't appear online for people to send you invites. I got you, Umber. Don't worry about it. No, you gotta
celebrate on Twitter.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. I'm shooting everybody bail because you're not online. You don't. Your name doesn't fucking appear for people to be sending you invites.
You can hit me up on fucking Twitter.
No, it doesn't matter.
Like, hey,
not everybody remembers that you're fucking captain. I don't appear online. Like
well, you got.
They run them shits on Saturdays and Sundays, mostly
but
Saturdays.
I'm always online on Discord. By the way, Discord. If you guys haven't joined,
yeah,
you want to join Discord. But I'm always online on Discord.
I mean, maybe you reach out, and be like, yo, you got the Halo lobby, you got Halo installed.
Umbra, man. I mean, I'm trying to win my Xbox card back, bro. No, I'm playing. No, man. If you want to do those, most definitely hit me up. I have that game down. I forgot I had it downloaded, just like Logic. I saw the what do you call it? Like when they did the event.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I want to re-download this. I want to try it out. And then I go, I'm like, oh shit, it's still down. It's on my the 1 Tera expansion one.
Mm-hmm.
Is why I didn't see it because it's on that. I'm like, oh, I still have it. Cool. I don't have to wait for the download. Went on there and started playing. I won 4 games and I couldn't get off until I lost like 2 in a row. I'm like, I'm done. Fuck you. Other than that, man, yeah, man. 4th night,
dude. I'm trying to go game some more. I mean, listen. I'm saying, as far as unless anything else you can think of.
Nah. I mean, update on my fucking what do they call that? The polyatomic grind. I got 36 out of 51.
I'm still in the process of polyatomic. I'm still in the process of doing all the XP like for all the guns. Because, like, that's where I am in my head. I'm like, let me just make sure I have everything unlocked. Because if there's ever a weapon build that comes out for Warzone that I want to build, I just want to have all the attachments. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'm literally just leveling everything, and then it's like, all right, and then I'll focus on gold. But I did plat. I don't know if I said this last week. I did plat my assault rifles. So, and I started working on my SMGs. Wow. Yeah. I did plat my assault rifles and working on my SMGs.
I've been playing solo Warzone since they took out fucking 3rd-person trio. I don't know why they did that. But I've been playing the Warzone like solo by myself, like 1st person, and I opened up fucking proximity chat. Let me tell you, you gold gun having camping ass motherfucker.
Nice,
nice. I had that in platinum too. Also polyatomic.
Yeah, right.
Would you like to see that?
Yeah. So you want to see how much I really fucking no life this game? Give me.
You want to see how much I really don't like this game?
You want to see how much I really no life it? Hold on a second.
Let me send you a fucking ping. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wow. I just got. I love proximity chat though. Like it's. I play finally with it on. I'm like, yo, this is actually pretty goddamn good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
It's proximity chat's crazy.
The shit people are doing with proximity chat, like like the fucking, like the espionaging and all that. Like, okay, so I saw a video where the guy was like, he was with a squad, and then he goes, bro, these guys are like, they like ended up getting to another squad, and they're like, yo, these guys are like whack and shit. Invite me to your squad. So they invite him to the squad, and he's telling his original squad, bro, they're in here, they're in there, they're in there. They mold him down, and then they invite him back, and they start teabagging the guys because they're down. God. I'm like, Jesus, the trust issue this game is gonna like create in Call of Duty. Like, I'm never gonna trust the fucking invite. Fuck that. You want to come to our party? Nah, bro. I'm good over here. No, I'm minding my business.
The biggest one is when everybody's like, "Yo, nobody shoot each other. We're gonna kill the jailer. We're gonna kill the jailer."
Right.
And then nobody fucking wants to kill the jailer.
Nobody kills the jailer. They kill your ass. Yeah. I know. Fucked up. Man.
That's the big one. But yeah,
if everybody did that, if everybody just stopped and just shot the jailer, we all go back to the game. like seriously, we all go back to the game. Like I don't understand how the community has not figured
Well,
that shit out.
no, I mean they have, but also too. Sometimes, listen, I'll be the first one to admit it. I'm in like that fuck you mentality, and I'm like, I don't want you guys going. I don't want you guys going back to the game. That's you're just making
Well,
it harder.
especially if they're the guy that killed you,
That,
and
or you just
they
make
die right after that,
and you're making it harder on yourself. It's like the whole idea is to like permanently eliminate somebody for the game. Like you can't do that if if everybody's killing the fucking jailer. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So, I mean, until
This
they
is
start doing
100%
like challenge cards or something like that, it's like if you make it a challenge, I guess to like, get out of it. That's one thing,
Yeah,
but
that's it. I mean,
there should be a card. There
COD
should be a
Raids
calling
comes out
card for
this week.
that. Yep,
So,
that is this week, Wednesday.
hopefully we can get down with that. It's a 3-party thing. I'm not sure if you already have people, but Money doesn't play shit like that. Yeah,
I mean, my brother's gonna be down. My brother's more than likely gonna be down to play. So if you're down to play, then probably.
I mean, I'm down to play. Just if you guys send the invite, I'll be there. But I'm down. I want to. Like, I've heard that from the developers. They're already talking about how this will run like about 30 to 45-minute runs.
Right.
Like they're long. And the way to get into the raid, there's 3 ways: multiplayer, DMZ, or Warzone to get a key. You have to do like a mission.
Yeah.
And either one of those, not all of them, just one or the other. Get a key, and that key gives you 1 week access to you and anybody in your party.
Unlimited 1 week unlimited access to go and do the raid.
So that tells me they're refreshing this every week with new whatever they're putting into it, whatever rewards.
The hardest,
like just necessity.
And the hardest, and the hardest way is going to be from looking at the 3 ways. Is going to be doing the DMZ extract.
I think DMZ, yeah.
Well, because it wants you to take the final chopper. So once
not any
gas
chopper,
is
the
coming
last
in,
one. Yep.
And you got to go and you have to. And
you
also
got to worry about
money.
whoever's taking that last chopper with you.
You got to have the 20 or 30,000 on you, and you have to do all that
money on you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
So,
but it'd be interesting if the key that you get is what determines how high loot you get. Because if DMZ is going to be the toughest one, then shouldn't they be getting like tougher loot? You get what I'm saying? Like the key is like there's 2 different grades to the key.
Did they specifically say though? I mean,
they didn't say that, but I think it'd be a cool mechanic.
I 100%. I agree 100%. I just don't know if they're actually gonna.
You're still gonna have access to it, but what kind of loot do you want?
Right.
Like if you want to do the harder one, which is DMZ, then you get that loot. If you want to do the medium one, which is Warzone, you get that loot. And I just want loot, just want to get in the raid. Fuck with, because the multiplayer one is easy as fuck. It's like you have to do like a challenge with a gun or whatever. It's so easy.
Yeah.
And then it drops the key or whatever. It's not even that tough. But yeah, it comes out Wednesday, and then the Honey Badger, and finally we get shipment.
Yeah.
I mean, Tim Rock, don't ever apologize for being late, buddy. You're good, man. There's no time frames here, baby. Replay is almost like. Oh, by the way, for whatever reason, the episode from last, on Anchor popped off. Like it popped off. Like it like took off, and people were like listening. I'm like, oh, okay. I think it might have been the tweet that I put out, because I usually haven't been tweeting that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to link it that way. It's like, okay, so I did tweet it, so now I'm getting numbers on it. Okay, that makes sense. Not that I give a shit about numbers, but it makes.
So what you're trying to tell me is that by you actually tweeting a link to something, people actually you got impressions.
People are actually clicking on the
link. Okay.
And I'm getting impressions.
Got it.
It's funny how that works. I tweet a link.
Right.
People click on the link and actually see the product that the link has.
Yes.
And then it gives me views.
Or listens.
Or listens. I was doing it wrong this whole time. I was never tweeting thinking, people know me. They come see my stuff, right? Because I'm cocky like that. Yeah, no. No, but numbers are showing for the Anchor, which is pretty cool. I like it.
Damn it.
I went back to Tim like, wait, what? Okay. Mostly are overseas too.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. UK, I got Canadians are up in Canada. Canada. They're listening to it through the audio side of things. Brazil, your side, Timber, your side of the world. Brazilians are listening to me through the audio. I'm like, oh, this is fucking dope. I like that.
Word.
Yeah. And then getting those nice little messages. Yo, your pod, you guys do a lot for me. I like those messages, man. Feel good messages.
Yeah, no, it's dope.
Yeah. Other than that, man, I got nothing, bro. I think I'm gonna go to the hospital and get this back like that.
For sure.
Hopefully they give
me, definitely gotta get that checked out.
They give you the beta blocker shot or whatever they give you.
It's a you think of like a cortisone shot.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, steroid. You gotta watch because those are steroidal, so you gotta,
Yeah, steroidal, but Yeah. Whatever
Yeah.
gives me relief.
I was gonna
Like, 'cause
say
I
you get a little relief though.
literally, yeah, because right now, like I'm like as the pod went on, like I'm seeing myself like slouched over my mic because my back is like hurting. It's like, my wife's like, "Yo, you going to the hospital?" I'm like, "Yeah, after this,
So
we
this
go
would
to
be
the
a fucked
hospital."
up time for me to make an old joke, right?
No, it actually, no, it wouldn't be because I already opened up that door.
Okay. I just want to know, like, if it's like if it's that. I just want to know. It's like so you can't say like. I mean,
No, bro. I'm getting into the old football injuries, and
it's
now I'm
like
getting
no, like
older. So
remember
it's
how
like,
Harvey used to say like my back is broken, like
my back. Yeah,
my back,
yeah,
my back, my back. Literally, your back. So
yeah.
no,
Literally
yeah,
my back.
I think definitely you should definitely go and get that checked out. Obviously, get you up. And then just a quick update as well too. We said we were gonna take a break for the holidays. Over here for Christmas and New Year's, they do fall on Sundays. So it looks like we got one more pod for 2022, and it'll be episode
72.
72. So 72 for 2022. Okay.
Mm, mm.
I like it. I know. See
I
what I
like
did
it.
there.
I like it.
So yeah, so we got one more coming up next week. And then we're breaking to the new year. And then we'll be back better than ever in 2023 with a fuck
2023
ton of games.
with a
I was
fuck
gonna
ton of
say,
games.
like I'm telling you, if you were on that train and you didn't have things to play and stuff like that, I'm telling you, it's out the window within the first couple of weeks.
Dude, it's like it looks like every month we'll have a game. At
Yeah,
least one. At least one.
yeah. I mean, depending on who you
Um,
are and what you like and your interest and shit like that, but yeah. Or games coming
yeah.
with like for me, February, I got Destiny coming into February right before my birthday, so I'm hype. Obviously, always new content for Call of Duty and
I'm
stuff
just
like
trying to
that.
get this week ahead of us out the way. Because this week ahead of us already have shit.
Yeah,
High on Life tomorrow. I hope you guys are hyped for that. I already have it pre-downloaded. Wednesday you have your and also tomorrow is the yeah, we just said this too. So you have High on Life on Monday as well as the other thing.
the other
Wednesday
thing.
we have
Or you have
Wednesday
raid.
we
You
have
have
the Call of
raid.
Duty
Yeah,
update,
Call of Duty update with the raid.
right?
Yeah.
The mid no what refresh or what they
Yeah,
re something
mid-season refresh or whatever it is, or I
how do they
don't know.
call it. You have your Vampire Survivors for those of us who love Vampire Survivors. You got
DLC.
the
Yeah.
DLC for that coming out. It's like $2.
That's. Oh, I was gonna
Um,
say that's That's not bad.
it's just $2, and
Yeah.
you're getting a lot of stuff there. It's like okay, a new character, I think 2, 3 new levels,
New
new
stages.
powers,
Yep.
new stages. Yeah, so I'm good with that. So I'll give them my $2. That game's really good. There's one more I keep forgetting, and I mentioned it, but I forgot. But there's a couple of things coming out this week, that I'm hyped about. That's getting updates. So hopefully you guys are ready for High on Life tomorrow, though. That's gonna be fun. I feel like that game, if you're not a and I was talking to your brother about this. What's that? What's the cartoon that the people make this with?
A Rick and Morty.
If you're not a Rick and Morty fan or never watched it, I think that's where this game will fall with you.
Well, that's
You know what I
where
mean?
that's where a lot of the humor is gonna fall. So that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
if you've never seen clips from Rick and Morty and stuff like that, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't mean that, but if you watched Rick and Morty and you were like turned off by it and you didn't really get the humor, you didn't like the humor and things like
Yeah,
that.
this
I
might
mean,
be
this game might
yeah,
not be for you because it seems like it's going to lean heavily into that as
the
far as the humor
chatter,
and yeah, the
mhm,
banter.
banter.
Absolutely. But obviously, don't listen. I'm always of the mindset of don't knock something before you try it, and of course, Game Pass.
Especially if it's
So
on Game Pass.
especially if it's on
It's
Game
on Game
Pass,
Pass.
give it a
You have
roll.
no excuse. Give it a
Yeah,
roll. If you hate it, just uninstall it. If you don't, then play it.
play
But
it.
other than that,
Cloud.
High on
You're
Life
gonna be able to cloud
tomorrow,
it too, right? No.
and you can be able to cloud it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
everything.
saying. Like,
Everything that's exclusive or not exclusive, but everything that's on Game Pass
yeah,
usually gets clouded, unless it's like an older game.
yeah.
But it gets clouded. But yeah, that's you got things to look forward to. Vampire Survivors, High on Life tomorrow, and Call of Duty is one thing I'm missing. I just can't remember it. But and Call of Duty on Wednesday with the refresh mid-season.
It'll come to you. You'll tweet it later.
I'll tweet it later. Me being old and shit. Oh, Ham Solo's in the chat. I'm not a huge fan of Rick and Morty, but this game looks fun and funny. Nice.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean too. I don't want to turn people off by saying like, oh, it's gonna be just like Rick and Morty. It's like no, but just like when you heard Seth
Have the
MacFarlane,
banter.
but just like when like Seth MacFarlane's doing a movie called Ted, and then he's a little stuffed fucking teddy bear, and then you listen to the jokes with him and Mark Wahlberg, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. This is like
it's Family, not Family Guy, but
it was no, but yeah, kind of
well,
Family Guy.
yeah, Family Guy. Yeah.
So it's like, but that's what I mean. But I'm not saying like, oh, if you don't like Family Guy, you're definitely gonna not like Ted. It's like, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't say that. So
Could have sworn Umbra text Super Ham, but he wrote Sup Ham.
Sup, Ham.
Sup Ham.
So, no, so
With the
you know what's
muscles.
funny? I'm in the podcast the other day in the chat for Umbra for Xbox Infinite, right? So it's Risk,
yeah.
everybody. So I'm just like, they got the super chats going because they just hit, you
You
know?
fuckers. I can't.
So I
Hey,
just
yo,
hit
if
them
I ever
down.
get to that super chat shit, I'm gonna make so much money off
It
that.
just,
Quick.
well,
Anyway,
414. We only got another
man, we
586
got a
to
long
go.
way.
Quick match. 586.
Quick,
586, 2023. Get us there. Let's
listen,
go.
if we ever get there, I'll be blessed. If not, then I'm still having a blast. So, it's all good.
So I do a $2. So instead of just doing my traditional, you're like in the chat, I was like, oh, let me do a super chat real quick. So I did a $2, and then just everybody.
Look at Logic,
Everybody,
doing this $2
yo,
super chat.
yo, everybody, hey, yo, and then, but that's another thing too. It's like there's like 17 people saying hi to me in their chat. So there I am, and I'm like, and everybody like Umbra already knows what's up. Umbra's like, because you already know, right? And then it's like Jedi, I'm like, hey yo, and then it's like, Risk will say what's up. He's talking whatever, but he's typing in the chat, and I'm like, hey, and then Tallow will say something. Yo, it's Timmy will say something, be like, hey man, and like, but I'm like trying to say something, not the same shit to everybody, and I'm like fucking responding to everybody because some people I see they just
But
add.
that's the beauty of the community, like the communities that we built, like all of us in these podcast communities and just the gaming space, man.
Yeah.
Where it's like even in our chat, where it's like if Timber says what's up with me and him, it's like hi yo,
hey yo.
If it's Umbra, you're.
You're.
It's like there's different shit. Like we have our own ways of saying what's up.
Yeah.
But it's all what's up.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Pretty cool.
But yeah, man, that was dope. Definitely checking them out and stuff. That was pretty funny. But it
man,
happens to me all the time
love
too.
is there. Yeah, love is there. We always share you guys' channels out on our Discord.
For sure, man. And yeah, and if you haven't already too, Discord links in the description as well. Definitely join and sign up.
Yes.
Yeah, you can find our socials as well too, man. We're always in there hanging out, literally. So literally. But yeah, man, that's all we got for episode 71.
That's it. Episode 71 is in the bank, books, bags, whatever you want to call it. Other than that, man, we went over the TGAs, not the VGAs, but the TGAs. I kept calling it VGAs, so I'm stuck in the past. Video game trailer awards being at the end.
Yeah.
And we lend our reactions to that. Then we did a light brief recap of what's going on with the latest and greatest of the Microsoft ABK deal. There was an update on that this week. With Phil saying I'm gonna beat the shit out of Sony PlayStation over there. Fuck them all. Like that's his words, not mine. But other than that, man, that's the update. We went over a couple of things coming out this week as far as gaming, but we're getting prepared for 2023. It's a huge year in games. There's something for everybody, I believe so, throughout the whole course of the year. And then, of course, we mentioned that next week will be our last episode for the year, episode 72. We'll take our holiday break. We did this last year. We'll do it again this year. We'll take a holiday break and come back stronger than ever in 2023. And that's what we got. Other than that, this chat's been great. I love you guys. Thank you guys for allowing us to bless your nights, your Sunday evening, with our views and our opinions and all that. We appreciate you guys for that and letting us be us. Other than that, man, I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. And as I always say every single fucking week to end the show, happy fucking gaming, everybody.
Later.